Hello.
Hello.
Welcome to Waterdeep Dragon Heist. So, our story begins. Fade from black. There is this sweeping camera shot that just covers the entire city skyline at night. So the stars are out soon in all of her beauty. Let me show you guys a little piece of art. Right off the bat. So there's the Castle Waterdeep off in the distance. There's a couple of griffin riders flying, and the camera sweeps over the entire city. And as it does, there's a little bit of narration and says, "Welcome to Waterdeep, the city of splendors, the crown jewel of the north, the center of culture, art, and learning on the Sword Coast. Though, even with all of its radiant beauty, sinister plots brew in its underbelly. Violence spills from the darkest streets of the city to its major thoroughfares as something wicked begins to stir." We zoom down from this sweeping camera shot into the north ward of the city. Or the castle ward, rather, of the city. And as it flies past the castle itself, it goes down to the street level as we pass, people drunkenly walking home and a couple of drays, which are horse-drawn carriages that are double-decker buses, basically. They're like two double-decker buses. They're called drays that are pulled by like 6 horses. And it flies past a dray, and we find ourselves looking at a stone building with a slate roof. It's 3 stories high. There's a signboard hanging from a chain from a black iron pole above the front door of this building, with a slowly swinging sign that says, "The Yawning Portal," plainly written on it. As a cloaked figure kind of opens the door, and this light spills out, and you can see inside this raucous environment. Well-worn boards cover the floor, but the main impression is comfort. There's rich blue tapestries that decorate wood-paneled walls of the common room, which consists of a bar and many, many tables of stout, hardy wood. There's a large stone fireplace in the back, and the shape of the fireplace is that of some kind of monster with a large, gaping mouth. There, in the center of the room, the most important noticeable thing in this entire room is there is a 40-foot diameter hole surrounded by like a 3-foot high cobblestone wall that just descends down into darkness as far as the eye can see. This is the Yawning Portal, and I will show you guys a couple of handouts of the Yawning Portal.
Neat. Ooh.
Pretty serves because I've run anthology stuff based on the Yawning Portal. Down there's a dungeon.
There
right?
is, yes. That leads to
The
the Undermountain that I described before.
Yeah.
So,
How long's the fall?
My God, there's some guy getting wheeled on by a
you have
chair.
no idea. You have no idea. So I'm going to pull you guys over to a little piece of art that they made for this adventure to go ahead and get the game kicked off.
Neat.
So
Where's Waldo?
So something
character.
that's suspicious or something that's interesting about this is from the bar, there is a rope that goes up to a pulley that is attached to a basket, enough to fit like 2 or 3 people in it, and it hangs ever so slightly above this deep pit. There is a mezzanine and then another floor above it that you can actually see all 3 floors from the ground. And this place is packed. There is wall-to-wall people drinking and singing. Let me pull up my notes here.
Is there actually a beholder in the room just kind of hanging out?
No.
Aww.
No, mostly humans and dwarves and elves and things like that. But we as we kind of scan this room of people bumping into each other and beer glasses clanking together, there is the camera kind of pans across the room and it focuses in on this one specific table. All of you are sitting around a sturdy wooden table lit by a brightly burning candle, and it's littered with plates, cleared of food and half-drained tankards. The sounds of gamblers yelling and drunken adventurers singing bawdy songs nearly drown out the off-key strumming of a bard 3 tables over. And we kind of pan across our group of adventurers. And I'm going to start with Tarun. Tarun? Is that it? Okay, Tarun, describe your character and what you might be doing at this point.
Appearing very aloof and just confidently sitting by his main friend of the while. The half-elven features of Tarun are a little bit unusual to most, given the purplish tint of his skin and the very silver white hair that he has that doesn't appear to be from age, but rather just is that way. His eyes his irises are white, and the whites of his eyes are black, as he seems, even for in a crowd like this, he probably isn't as out of place, but like a figure in most locations regardless. Just seeming to look around the rest of the tables with a bit of a devious smirk on his seemingly plastered on his face at all times, just taking in the views.
What kind of clothes do you wear? Are you armed?
Very fine clothing. He does have his rapier on his side, but it is sheathed, and he looks like he's just here to have a good time. Excellent. With his trusty accordion just on his hip.
Yeah, accordion.
Excellent. The camera then moves from our kind of smirking half-drow friend to Dr. Oliver. Describe your character and what you might be doing.
Hey, you see this doctor in relatively fine-made robes. There's a bit of blood on it, but he himself seems totally fine. He's taking off his glasses and seems rather amused by the heroes going in and out of the portal. Not in a surprised way. Seems like he's maybe been here before, knows exactly what's going on. But the adventurers are certainly drawing his attention. He seems to get quite a bit of amusement out of this. Other than that, very ordinary weaponry. Short bow or light crossbow on the back. A mace and a shield tucked in on the side, but they look relatively unused.
Excellent. And what, you're just taking in the sights?
Taking in the sights, sipping a pint, just enjoying the general merriment of it all, really.
Okay. We then turn around the table, and we see Systolus. Systolus? Is that it?
Yeah, as snaky as you could make it sound is the correct way to pronounce it.
Excellent.
Yeah.
So we see Systolus. Describe your character and what you might be doing at this moment.
So I'm just absolutely chowing down on some food, much as I am in real life. And I have this long, silvery kind of hair. Other than that, I look rather plain and generic. Nothing terribly stands out from me. Other than I'm just giddily eating all this food, and I'm asking silly questions like, Oliver, why is that guy purple? Oliver, why is there a giant hole in the ground? What is this swamp called? I don't know. It's delightful. Oh, this place is so enchanting. All these people, all these smells. I just want to know everyone and talk to everyone. Oh, it's so giddy.
Excellent. What kind of clothes do you have on?
So I normally have like this kind of bone-ish, leathery medium armor that I carry around with me, but as I'm not like fighting or anything, I'm just in some kind of rough-hewn sacks I've kind of made into clothing, or just whatever clothing I've found. Nothing particularly of note. Just
Okay.
ugly, rugged stuff.
Cool. You blend right in with the ugly ruggedness
Hey.
of this rowdy, raucous place. And we, from this chowing down on probably like Quipper chips and
Whatever cheap food I could get my hands on.
Shadow Dark Ale, we pan over to Professor. What does your character look like, and what are you doing?
Okay, I am the professor. I am a elvish-looking kind of guy that's completely blue, which I look elvish, but I'm actually Vidalcan, which is an entirely foreign race to this area due to
Yeah.
other circumstances. I'm basically an alien in a foreign place that I have no business being. How I get here is because of I'm sorry, I forgot your name. What was your Dro's name again?
Tarun,
Tarun, sorry.
half brow.
Tarun, he picked me up in where I fell into this place and took me in, taught me everything there about this place, who to meet, who to talk
Very
to.
good guide. And where to get the good food.
Oh, hell yeah. And I am incredibly socially anxious. I look completely uncomfortable wherever I'm at. I'm just sitting at this place with a trench coat over a blue suit, have a very burnt book, spell book in my hand, just fiddling around with a coin that I have, and I have a jar that is at my feet that is holding a bright red octopus named Garathnor.
Awesome. So as you're sitting there, Professor, kind of uncomfortably, some kind of confusion happens behind you, and a kind of sailor-looking guy gets bumped into you, and he says, "Hey, watch where you're going, mate! Hey, what are you doing?"
I'm sorry, I'm sitting here. Sorry to bother. Ooh, and I just go back to my book.
He looks
He
across.
smelled like
the,
alcohol.
Yeah, he looks across the whole table, and he says, "You best keep an eye on your friend."
Honestly, I think you need to make sure your eyes are not seeing double, my good sir. I have the feeling you might trip and fall down that well if you keep up at this rate.
He kind of stares at you intently with his grizzled kind of teeth and this like patchy beard, and he leans in close, and all of you can just the stink of alcohol on this man, and he says, and he laughs, and he slowly wanders away.
I'm glad he left. I thought we were gonna have to kill him.
I hated that. I hated that so much. Oh my god.
Friend, you just need to be a bit more comfortable in your own skin.
Look at me. Nothing about my skin is comfortable in this area.
Would you like to wear his skin? We can arrange that.
Oh Christ. Thanks. Thanks, Tyrone. I'm just gonna keep fiddling around.
Okay.
I'll lean over to Sistillus and be like, "No, we don't wear other skin. No."
We don't? But all of my clothes is other animal skin.
You know, Professor, I think you're not the only one who's out of their depths here, given that fellow's suggestions. Perhaps you might want to talk with them. It might be a good way to relate.
I'm gonna pull out a book and write down, "Don't wear other people's skin. That's weird!" Exclamation point.
Look over.
Do I
Yeah,
really
just
have to?
one N in skin. Just one N. But you got it. Yes. Good job.
Okay,
Thank
so I look down, I grab the jar, I place it on the table. Hi, this is Garathnor. He's my buddy, my friend. This is Tarun, also my friend. I'm just saying hi.
Hello.
Very
Hey.
intriguing indeed.
And
How
then
did you come across this little guy here?
he like
Is that a bird?
I take over the I open the jar, and Grathon just picks out his little tentacle and just like tries to shake Oliver's hand.
I'm gonna immediately try to like shake his hand. Cause I'm so excited. That thing is adorable.
And then he takes like his other tentacle and just shakes both their hands. Yeah. Well, he's not. I didn't really come across him, more so conjured him. He's actually a familiar. A familiar is a animal creature, not really a beast, sort of say. He's actually a fae, or undead, or celestial, mainly fae. He's a fae creature, not actually an octopus, more so of an it.
I'll kind of
Yeah.
interrupt you as you're going off and be like, yes, I'm familiar with the term. We got it. Thank you.
Yeah, my mom taught me what those are.
Ah, awesome. Who is your mother?
Which one?
Oh. Ah.
There's a collective of 2. I thought that was normal.
See,
Just-
most people are unlucky. They have 1 or 2. I have 265.
Tyrone, help. I don't understand that.
It's a long story.
There's a thing called polygamy.
As you guys are talking
Look it up
about
on one
this,
of your next trips.
pushing her way through with the 4 mugs of ale in her 2 hands, there is a red-headed woman. Light freckles dot her face. She's wearing a nice green blouse, and I think Professor and Sistolis, you recognize this character as Bonnie, a familiar face in the Yawning Portal.
Funny.
As she approaches, she slides the beers across to you guys, the Shadowdark ales, and she looks over at Professor and she says, "What have I told you about putting your octopus on the table? Get him down now."
Sorry. Let's just put him back down.
Right then,
I was trying to get him to introduce himself more to friends, and it does comfort him.
Right. Well, I'm very busy, but this round, it's on me.
Oh, yay!
You're
Like,
so
thank
sweet,
you.
Bonnie. Thank you so much. As
Yeah,
I'm busy
enjoy-
writing down, animals shouldn't be on the table.
Yeah, she
Weird.
kind of puts one hand on the table and leans in, and she says, "Don't forget me good tip, boys." And then she steps away and turns away into the crowd and disappears.
Brilliant. Turn to Tarun. By the way, I have no money. Can you pay this for me? I think
Well, let's see if I can get us a bit of extra coin to make sure we can give an appropriate tip.
Awesome. So then I'll take the tankard, and funny enough, P has not drinking anything. He's not that he doesn't drink, but he just never drank any kind of alcohol. So this is gonna be new. So try to drink it.
It's quite good. You'll enjoy it. Have a sip.
It
Yeah,
doesn't
it's
smell
it's
right.
Shadowdark ale, so it's a bit like
Mushroomy.
yeah, it's a bit like what is it, Jaeger? Not Jaeger. What's that
Oh.
one?
I
The
don't
Irish
know.
one, Guinness. It's
Oh,
kind of
okay.
like Guinness, but it has a sweet kind of tinge to it.
Am I
So
supposed
it's
to roll a
thick.
constitution check to see if I if I get drunk or not?
Do you want to? You have one.
How
drink.
lightweight are you?
I
Yeah,
am
right.
incredible. I weigh like 160 pounds. So
As you're taking your sip, all of you hear this incredible ruckus. Not too far away from you, Tarun, you recognize there's a friend of yours, Yagra Stonefist. I will show you a handout of her. A familiar face to you in the Yawning Portal. As she is surrounded by a couple of these dark cloaked men. And one of them says, "Ya pig! You like killing me mates, does ya?" And this guy leans back and just punches her right in her face.
Roberto, get ready.
She is immediately thrown backwards. Her back hits the back of the portal itself, this giant 40-foot wall hole, and her back hits the side of it. And as she does, you can recognize that this guy that just punched her in the face, he has a shaved head, completely bald, and it's covered with these strange black eye-shaped tattoos.
Can we
How
go to
far
combat?
away are they?
How far away are they? Pretty close. I'd say like 2 or 3 tables away.
I need in feet. I might be planning to insult someone.
Can
Okay,
we?
and
Can we go to combat?
Hold on.
So as soon as you see this, and her back is
Okay.
kind of pushed up against the stone wall, the crowd in here, this packed place, goes, "Oh!" and they begin surrounding this
Would like to
fight as
try
a
to head
fight
in.
starts to break out. All right, you want to head in?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, Professor, Professor, come on. We need to help her.
Oh, really? Do I have to? I mean, the chair's really comfy.
It's very difficult to earn favors from a woman that strong. Come on.
And there's another "Oh!" as somebody must have got hit or something happened. Let me drag you guys over the map, and if you would wish to participate, you may.
Okay.
So I took out all of the cool tokens. So okay, so special thing about Roll20, you have to click on your token before you roll initiative.
Okay,
Oh.
so where is
So
my token?
find your token on the map.
And then
Everybody
oop.
can see, right?
First roll of the campaign.
24.
Yes.
Oh, jeez.
Listen, Yagra's in danger.
I need to. It's still loading for me.
Okay, that's fine.
You may. I am a man of many things, but leaving a friend behind is not one.
That's so
Actually,
cool.
not even a man.
Well, if we're doing this then, and Oliver will stand up as well and start to take his gloves off and pocket them in a sash.
Gloves are off.
Gloves are off, baby. All right, let me roll.
Still
my
loading
initiative.
for me.
Okay. Ooh, Jagger got a natural 22.
Ooh, boy.
All right.
We're in sync.
It's
Have you got it
still
yet?
Loading. No, it's still loading.
Okay, well, I have a pro account, so I get dynamic lighting, so that might be why. Is your
Ooh.
computer, like, kind of shitty?
Yeah, mine's broke like long ago, so this is like a hand-me-down from my school.
Okay. It's, yeah, it's...
See
Dynamic
your
lighting.
ears.
Dynamic lighting uses a lot of GPU.
Oh, I love that.
Let me try to reset it.
Yeah, just hit refresh. Hey, get back here.
I'm just enjoying the dynamic lighting. I'm too poor to do that.
It makes dungeons super cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've really thought about pulling the trigger for it. Is it permanent pro or do you pay a monthly?
Monthly, yeah.
Ah,
Yeah, I have all the stuff.
If I get once a year,
I
man,
like all
maybe.
the stuff.
But yeah.
how much is
Oh,
it?
sorry.
You know, I couldn't tell you, like $12.
Oof, that's a lot.
Yeah, I pay for Zoom too, like $14 a month.
Jeez.
Mm.
If those are the enemies, I just realized I could literally do psychic damage to them, just insult them from my spot.
Well, it's hard to see them because they are surrounded
True.
by a crowd. Have you loaded up yet,
It's-
Mr. Professor?
It's like very near. Like I see like a scene, but it's like black and white for me.
Yeah, okay, so your character is kind of fucked up here. Let me try to fix it.
Let me see if I can.
That's why. No, it's probably on my end.
Oh,
Dynamic lighting. Let's just turn on night vision and see if that helps. Did that help any?
nope. Everything's just still black and white.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
In a dumpster.
Alright. Yeah, I cannot help you. Did you try
In
to
a back
refresh
alley.
it?
I already refreshed. I see. Okay, now I see my connection to the server has been interrupted. Man.
That's okay. We will can you you can't even, you don't even have initiative, do you?
Well, I already. No, I can't. I
Oh,
can't
yeah.
click on anything because.
You are
Can you manually add him? I know in some things.
yeah,
you
but
can make them
he'd have to
manual.
roll for it. I'll roll for you. What's your initiative? Or what's your
Should-
initiative bonus? Like what's
Should
your
be
dex?
plus one.
Alright, you got 17. Yeah, I can manually add it.
Yeah.
Okay, let me try to reset it again.
Yeah, that's okay. We'll give you a second to get that figured out. So 17. Put you right there. All right, so.
First combat, and I've already got a friend to save.
Yep, so Yagra gets punched, but there's just a giant crowd of people that is now surrounding them, so it's very hard to make out what is going on. Tarun, you are first and foremost. What would you like to do?
I'm just bursting through the crowd as best I can. Like,
Okay.
Uh,
You would in order to see them, you'd have to move maybe a total of 10 feet, but your movement is halved.
I got 30, so I think that's enough, right?
Yeah.
So about here-ish.
Yep. So you
Attempt
begin
to stick.
pushing your way through the crowd.
And can I see the one that punched Yagra?
Yes. And you can actually see that Yagra has now tackled him and is punching him in the face. While these other 4 kind of guys, they're all wearing these like black cloaks. They're all standing around watching, ready. It seems like one of them actually has a hand on some kind of weapon that's concealed by his cloak.
I would like to bonus action inspire Yagra.
Okay.
We're like, you get him, gal. Remember, the windpipes are very frail. And then turn to the one about to pull out a weapon.
Uh-huh.
Be like, oh, you peisty pimply prick. Why don't you learn what a fist fight is? And cast vicious mockery.
Excellent. That's a whiz save.
Yes.
DC 14. That's good. He got a 13.
3 psychic damage.
All right. My roll was just to the DM, and I didn't want that. I have to reset up all of my character sheets.
Uh-oh.
Oh, it said it always whisper rolls. I fucking hate that.
Yeah.
Whisper toggle. Here. So
I have no idea what that. Why did you just type that?
I'll reset
Oh,
it later.
that's. I typed in Garak.
Alright, so he fails, and how much damage? 3 psychic damage?
Yep.
All right. So, what does this look like? How does this affect him?
Hold on. Let me double check to be exact, because I believe it also gives him disadvantage.
Disadvantage on his next attack roll. Yep.
Yeah. Basically, as these words hit them, there's no like physical damage done, but it probably feels like someone just took. You know when you get a migraine, that's essentially all my attacks are doing.
Right.
Is the worst migraines experienceable to the point where it's actually killing you.
Just a single tear rolls down his cheek.
He puts his hand on his head and his nose begins to bleed down as he turns towards you. And now you can see this figure. He actually has a scimitar, I think. Yeah, he's got a scimitar that he is beginning to unsheath as he turns towards you. Is that your turn?
Yes, it is.
He says something like, "Won't you mind your own business?"
All
right.
business is mine.
Excellent. Yagra's going to start beating the shit out of this guy.
Sorry, just a matter-of-fact way to declare. He's gonna just go beat him.
Just going to beat his ass real quick. God, I hate this always whisper. I hate it.
Yeah.
Whisper.
There's something to change.
I'm
the
going to have to
default.
go. Yeah, I'll have to go way back into the settings. So she doesn't seem to be armed right now. So I'm just gonna roll
An unarmed
her
strike?
attack. Yeah, it's a regular attack, but she only does 1 plus her strength, which is 2. So she does 3 damage.
Good punch.
Yeah, it's a good punch. As she begins just beating the crap out of this guy. Blam, blam, blam. And the other couple of bandits, noticing that this bald guy with these eye tattoos on his head is getting his ass beat, they all begin almost drawing weapons. Next up is Krentz, the guy that's getting his ass beat. So he is going to try to slip out. Yeah. So he's gonna roll.
He's like, "Well, I'm done, man.
He's
My
gonna
face
roll a
hurts."
Contested dex check, and Yagra's gonna roll strength. So he got a 15 and Yagra got a natural 1.
Ooh,
So
boy.
what happens is he's
blood
getting
made him
wailed
sweaty.
on, right, and there's blood pouring out his mouth, and he hawks a loogie right in her face, and now she's got this blood in her face, and she like reels back, and he slides out from underneath of her, and he draws a scimitar and says, "Get her, boys!" All right, that's his turn. Next in the order is Professor. Professor, did you get your shit set up?
Yeah, so now it's like I can see my token. I can't see anybody like no other tokens like on the field. It's really just me.
Why? Why?
I do not know.
Roll
Why?
20. Super fucking glitchy.
That sounds like he's glitched on his vision.
Most likely it's just my computer. That's just how it is.
Yeah, it very likely could be your computer. So
Sorry
I'm gonna
about
give
that.
you dark vision. I'm gonna save it. Does anything change for you?
You might have to reload.
All right, check it out. No, don't reload. Keep your sheet up. Here's the deal. There is.
Oh, now I can see.
Oh, you can see.
Yep.
Okay, so you can see the enemies.
Yep. How do I get rid of the dice on my screen? Because it's
You
still
just
like.
click.
Oh, do I? Okay, so now I see. So I'm right. Are you kidding me? Just oh no, there you go, there you go. Just blacked out for a second. Okay, so right now there's five guys on Yagras right now, right?
Approaching.
Yes.
They're all preparing to draw weapons, and was grappling someone who slipped out and is now drawn his weapon.
Okay,
Bleh.
can I move over? Can I move over behind the bar area? Just gonna try to like go over it.
You can make your way over there. Yes.
Oh,
As long as you're not heading towards the crowd, you are not at half speed.
Okay, so how would I be able to move?
You should just be able to take your token, click on it, and then hit the arrow keys, or just click and drag, move them around.
Like in hella slow for me.
Well, where do you want to go? Behind the bar?
Behind the bar, yeah, near the barrel area.
Okay. And what would you like to accomplish when you get there?
I want to get there. I'm gonna take out my book, just like, geez, I don't like this. I don't like any of this. Try to flip through it, and trying to cast magic missile, and trying to hit like three.
You have to see your target, correct?
Yeah. Am I?
Alright,
Oh,
cool.
there's the crowd.
There's a crowd, yeah. So you could actually probably climb up onto the bar.
Oh,
And
Or a
so-
table, or a chair.
Or a table, yeah. There's a table right here, too.
I want to go onto the bar because I want to be far away.
Mm-hmm. All right. So you
Hey,
move over to the bar, and you climb up on the bar, and Durnan, the owner of the place, he says, "Oi, what you doing? Get down from there!"
Sorry, I need to do this. Sorry. And
And you cast magic missile.
Yeah, so like, when I'm just looking through, there you go. I just like, as my hand starts to glow like a very bright bluish, like more so than my skin, and I just punch forward, and then like magic missile comes out of it.
Cool.
I love that. description.
So what enemies do you want to target?
So the three missiles, they both take the form. One is a rock, one is paper, one is scissors.
Take it. Hey, take inspiration.
That's amazing.
Once you get to your character sheet, there's a little box that says inspiration on it. You
Nice.
click it.
I'm going to go. Rock is going on to the main guy with the head tattoos on him.
Okay.
Then paper's going over to the one on her right, and then scissors is gonna go right onto the guy behind him.
Excellent. All right, roll that damage.
Okay.
Which one was the one who was drawing that I psychic damaged out of curiosity?
That guy.
Okay. Oh, he's one of the ones getting hit. Nice. He probably did.
Come on, there you go. So pardon me, let me just check how much damage.
It's
It's a D4.
1d4.
It's a 1d4 plus 1 for each missile, so it's
Yeah.
3d4 plus 3. But I guess it's 1d4, 1d4, 1d4 plus 1, 1,
Yeah.
1.
Best to separate them when you got groups,
Yeah.
just in case.
So 4 on Krentz,
I'll do it again.
2 on this guy. Okay,
And
one more.
Did it go? That clicked it.
Nope.
try one more
I'm gonna do
time.
it
Try again.
again. Come on, respond. There you go. Did it work now?
Nope. Just tell me what it is.
I literally got nothing. Like
Oh, there it goes.
There.
4.
4. There you go.
All right. So, the guy Krentz gets blasted with the paper, and you see him get hurled forward onto Yagra, who grabs him by his shoulders. He's reeling. He looks weak as hell right now, like he's about to pass out. Yeah, and no, he's the only one. He's basically bloodied. Everybody knows what that means, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, he's below half health. Okay, is that your turn, Professor?
Yeah, I was able to get my hit on the other two guys, right?
Yeah, you already did. You rolled damage and everything. You're
Okay,
good to go.
Only my
Yeah,
turn.
they all get kind of hit too. Okay, Oliver.
I will stand up on my chair to get a vantage point. Would I be able to see all of my friends? All 1, 2, 3 of us?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
So I'll stand up and start to take a little vial out of my sash and go to Sistillus and say, remember what I said about not wearing people's skin? Disregard that. Do whatever you want, and I'll
Just let him loose.
holy
Neat.
water
Holy water.
that hits all 3 of you, and I will cast Bless on my
Excellent.
3 friends.
Oh, I'm not burning.
Excellent.
Oh, Papa bless.
Excellent. All right.
So you guys get 1d4 on your attacks, basically. And I don't know if you need to mark off that I'm concentrating.
Okay, yeah, I will. So you are concentrating, and these guys are blessed. Let's put... Well, what does this look like? How do they feel blessed? Does some kind of magic wash over them, or what?
Yeah, it's interesting. The holy water from the little vial, it's only about this big, but it seems to almost like mist on your face. And it's like very refreshing.
Refreshing?
Feel
Excellent.
good to go here.
I'll put a little yellow one on the people that have the blessing. All right, so...
Usually showers are extra.
Oh man.
All right, so is that your turn?
Yeah.
All of you can hear Durnan begin shouting, but it's just completely washed away by the crowd just cheering and crowded around this group. Next up is the bandits. So these black-robed gentlemen, the one that just got psychic damage, he draws out this scimitar, and he is going to... Ooh, let's see. I'm going to roll. If it's even, it's Yagra. If it's odd, it's Tarun. That is an even roll. So it goes for Yagra. So 1 hit on Yagra. Scimitar.
Disadvantage either way.
Disadvantage, that's right. You got a 7, which misses. Then this other bandit. Can he position himself to get Yagra? Yeah, sure. He's going to run forward and then scoot the table out of the way. 5, 10,
Nice.
15 to go right there. Since the table is moved, this guy's going to move there. And this guy, he's going to run up to Tarun and be like, pick on someone your own size. And he's going to try to slash out at you. So
I'm
go
quite
ahead and roll
short,
that
but I'm
attack.
pretty sure you can tell.
And he's
Quite
going to attack you with a 13 to hit.
I have 15 AC.
Excellent. He slashes out at you, and you quickly jump out of the way as the rest of the crowd also kind of moves out of the way. Then the rest of the bandits are going after Yagra, so an advantage attack on Yagra for flanking. I do flanking, by the way.
Ah.
21 to hit.
Oh, that's notable.
Yeah, I do flanking, and then this guy's going for Yagra. So 2, I think it's.
Don't forget I inspired Yagra. I just realized because.
Yeah, she rolled a natural 1 on her last check,
Okay,
and
so it wouldn't
then
matter.
her attack roll hasn't come up yet.
Okay.
She hit on her last attack roll, but this guy misses. So actually, one of the guys draws out his scimitar and scoots the table out of the way and runs to the back as Yagra's kind of wrestling this eyeball tattoo guy, and he slashes at her in her back, and she shouts out in pain. But that is all of the bandits' turn. Now it's up to Sistillus.
Okie dokie. Let's see how far I can get. 1.
See how many people you could skin.
All right, you have half movement from this point on.
So that was 1, 2.
So 5, 10,
3, 4,
15, 20,
5, 6.
25, 30. Yep.
Yes, that's it. Well, I'll just hit this guy, cause flanking. So I guess I'll be over here for flanking.
No, flanking.
No.
You would have to be here.
Wait, what?
It's
Is
gotta
that
be
not my
directed.
ally?
Directly across from them.
Wait, I was gonna attack the one that was next to my ally. Is it not like sneak attack rules?
It's not.
No.
It's across. Basically, if you
You
can
have
draw a
to
straight
be
line,
parallel, yeah, across. So
perpendicular.
if you're both at an angle, yeah, perpendicular. If you're both at an angle, if you're both on the cross, or you're both on the cross.
Oh, I see. So would this not be flanking, or is he facing the other way?
On this guy?
I'm confused. Yeah.
Okay, so check. I'll run it down for you real quick. So if you
Yeah.
were in this square, you would have flanking on this fellow.
Oh, I
If you
see.
were on this square and he was on this square, you would have flanking on this fellow. And if you were like this, you would have flanking on this fellow. Do you understand?
Okay.
You
Yeah.
have to be directly across from the.
Oh,
your
are you?
ally.
He might be talking about Yagra.
Oh, with Yagra? Yeah.
With
you can-
Yagra,
yes,
you can
yes.
get flanking.
Yes, on this
Okay.
guy. Yes, totally.
Okay. I was
I
not, but
misunderstood.
that was work.
Yeah, that does
Yeah.
work. Yeah.
Don't worry, I got this one.
I
He's
was
quite
thinking.
stupid.
I was thinking it was sneak attack rules.
Not like sneak attack.
No.
No.
Okay. All right. Understandable.
It works with sneak attack, but it's not the same.
Yeah. All right. But yeah, I'm gonna cast hex on that guy. I'm just gonna
Okay.
take my sword and slash it above my arm, and spray some blood in his direction, and then I'm
shit.
gonna just get all up in there like swimwear.
Yeah, that's edge.
Edgy.
So what?
Woo!
Woo! Yeah, that hits. 7 damage.
Plus I haven't done my dex rolls. D6. Hey!
Ooh, how do you want to do this?
Does
You
homie
just
die?
straight up murder. Yeah, you straight up murder this guy.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Just stick a sword right down his neck and next.
Yeah, he. As blood kind of sprays on Krentz, the leader guy with the bald head. There's like blood running down his head now, as the guy kind of and falls backwards and falls down the portal, and just disappears into darkness.
Yowza.
That's not a livable body. Oh well.
And
All
that's
right.
my turn.
Excellent. So you just sprayed blood on him, but what does your hex look like? Does any magic kind of happen, or it's just some blood magic?
I assume he had clothes on, but
Yes.
some runes would appear over his vital points.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Sick.
Ah.
Awesome. Oh, cool. All right, so next in the order is Tarun, back at the top of the order.
Yagra hasn't used the inspiration, so
She has not.
Okay. Well, if we're going to be throwing out spells, I might as well. Maybe.
But there's a guy that's like right in front of you trying to
I know.
stab you with this scimitar slash at you.
You know what? I'm just gonna look at him as like, buddy, I wasn't even looking at you, and you still missed. I'm pretty sure your mind is a lot blunter than that blade. Ah, it's only one, but oh.
Well.
Smoke.
All right, let's see what he gets. He gets a 2. So
Yeah,
he
he
takes
takes
the
that.
1 point, and he has disadvantage on his next attack roll. Oops. That's 10. That's actually what he has. Okay. All right.
And
Let's
bonus
do defense.
action. Do I have? Hold on, I gotta check. Can't remember if I took the spell. I was like, this is a bonus action. This is good. Or if I was like, nah, I don't need it. I said I didn't need it. Okay.
Okay.
You know what? This guy just murked someone. I'm like, well done, my good friend. Don't forget the windpipes. It's the best way to shut someone up too. So you are now inspired. Have a D6 if you ever miss.
Sistolis, that goes to
Neat.
you. Excellent. All right, that's your turn.
Yep.
All right.
Get him, Jaeger.
Yagra just got slashed at, and the Krentz guy is kind of being slippery, so she's actually going to turn and try to elbow the guy behind her. That is a hit for 3 damage. Oof, he's hurt. He's very hurt. He's certainly bloodied, the guy behind
They have
her.
weapons, Jaeger. You can use your mace.
She doesn't
Don't
have
go-
one.
Ah.
She is unarmed at the moment.
Ooh, I didn't realize that.
Yeah, she is unarmed. She's just fighting the shit out of him. I mean, she's doing pretty good. But yeah, she's getting the crap beat out of her. Or these guys are getting the crap beat out of them, rather. But that is her turn. Let's see. Is that her turn? Yes, she's kind of surrounded right now. Next up is the bully guy. Hmm. Hmm.
I was very tempted to insult him.
As Yagra, you probably should have. As Yagra elbows this guy behind her, he like got a bloody nose now, and he's reeling back. And she goes to take a dive on the eyeball tattoo guy, and he is going to jump backwards, disengage, and begin running. 5, 10.
His movement speed's half, right?
25, 30. Yep, he can only move 3 squares, so like right there. As he is pushing his way through the crowd, trying to get out. You see the other kind of bandit dudes. They like watch him retreat, and you can see kind of fear wash over them. Next up is Professor.
Oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. Okay.
Oh man.
So the guy that's right on the right side, he's trying to run away, right?
Yeah, this fella, the main dude with the eyeball tattoo. Yep.
Okay. So to stop him, I'm going to cast so like this cantrip. I'm just gonna like put my fist together like this, and then cast Ray of Frost while punching out.
What's the range on Ray of Frost?
60.
Oh yeah, you're good. Okay.
I'll roll damage. 1d8.
Is it a save or it's an attack roll?
I thought it
What
was.
is an attack roll?
Oh, it's
It's an
attack roll,
attack
right. Okay, 1, 2, 50, 20.
What's your bonus?
What's
What'd
your
I get?
bonus? Well, you got a 9. What's your bonus? Oh, and you get a D4 added that because you're blessed.
Right, d4. Okay, and then.
Yeah.
Come on. Come on, you. Open up. This is taking so slow. I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
There we go. D4.
And
All right, so 11.
plus your
I think
bonuses.
that hits him. Yeah, plus your
That's what-
bonuses, you're gonna hit him.
Because you have
Roll
at
damage.
least 13.
Yeah, roll damage.
And whatever your smarts is, which I presume is pretty smarts. Because
Yeah,
you get racial
13, then
smarts.
intelligence plus 3. So yeah, that hits.
So go ahead and roll
Do
damage.
1d8. And
You got this.
Ah!
what
You
what?
got
Oh,
1.
come on! His movement speed is down by 10, so he's not gonna be running away easily.
Okay, so
Minus-
as this ray of frost kind of goes over his shoulder and starts growing onto his legs and stuff, you can see that he is barely hanging on to life with one little thread. He is hanging on to life as he is pushing his way through the crowd trying to escape.
Am I able to? Can I try to like yell out to Tarun and say like Tarun, guy running away, tattoos, head there.
I got it. Don't worry, I've got quite the words for him.
Okay, and then I just like the word. Nice. And then I just go back behind the barrel.
Excellent. All right. Oliver.
Yes, seeing this ray of frost explode in front of me, I will pull out my light crossbow and try and, through the heads of the people, take aim at the shoulder where the ice has taken hold, and I will pop off a shot.
All right, I'm gonna say, oh, good God Almighty, are you not blessed yourself? All right, so
You
First
might have
of all-
shot into a crowd.
Being
Yeah,
very
so-
cautious to not hit anyone.
I just imagine you shoot into the ceiling
Alright.
by accident.
So let me take a moment to address something that was just said. So, does everybody see a health bar above their heads?
Yes.
My head, yes.
Does everybody see health bars above everybody else's heads?
Yes.
Yes.
Well,
Alright.
not the enemies, just party members.
Just your party members, right?
Yeah.
That's how
Yeah.
you can tell, Chris. But you can't. I will say whether or not the person is bloodied. I'm pretty decent about describing these things, but unless I say, oh, they're bloodied or they're looking really beat up or anything like that, it's there's no like a real way to tell even with an action or anything like that.
Yeah, fair enough.
Okay, now I want you to do me something.
Oh dear.
First of all, pick one, even or odd.
Odd.
All right, roll a d6. All right, so you just narrowly miss someone as the like arrow goes flying through. It zips past some
I'm gonna
lady's
have to hit
hair
double.
as she she faints, and it in the
Yeah,
wall.
be sorry about that. I can stitch you up after if you need.
Oh my god, this is
Excellent.
not going well.
All right, is that your turn?
Yeah, I'll just look around to see if anyone saw that.
Getting
It's
mad
hard to tell
dogged by the boss.
in all the chaos. All right, it is now the bandit's turn. Let's roll a little check to see if they try to run. I know the guy that's engaged. Nah, I don't know what they're gonna do. Yeah, let's roll a check, see if they run. All right, so this guy. Oh God, what's he gonna do? He's gonna take the disengage action, and he's gonna run 5, 10, 15. These two guys. This guy's gonna move up, and they're just gonna keep swinging on Yagra. So 2 scimitar attacks on Yagra. Oof, they both hit, I think. What's her AC? Oh, yeah. They both hit 6, 7, 8, 9. She takes 9 damage. As she is slashed by one sword, and she tries to turn around to grab that guy with her just big, meaty, half-orc hands, and the other guy takes that time to slash her in the back, and now she's being cut up by swords, unarmed. That is their actions. And he's run, so Sistalus, it's your turn.
Okie dokie, artichoke.
You help Yagra. I got the coward.
Okay, easy peasy. Just gonna go over here, move my hex with a bonus action, and I'm gonna try to stab this homie in the back.
All right.
You got that advantage and that inspiration and that
Yeah, you got
blessing.
advantage.
Yeah, there's so
There's
much.
no way you're gonna miss.
There's a 1 in 20. But
That's
So
a hit.
I don't know how to make it roll with advantage off of the 8.
So on your character sheet, there should
Yeah.
be right at the top. There's a thing that says public, whisper.
Oh, advantage,
something-
disadvantage, normal.
Disadvantage, yeah, something like that.
Yeah. Okay. Neat.
So yeah, you totally hit that guy.
All right, cool. Well, it did 8 damage plus the d6 plus 5.
Whoa,
So
he's,
13.
He's dead. How do you want to kill him?
Second
Do it
burst,
again?
same as the first.
All right, so
Just,
you just
right in the neck. It's
right in the
easy,
neck.
quick, and painless.
Yeah,
As much as I can
Yeah.
make it.
yeah. As you stab him, Yagra grabs him by the shirt, and throws him to the ground, and she looks up at you and gives you this big smile. And she's
Ooh.
like, "Thanks, thank you." All right. When that happens, that's your turn, right?
Yeah, wait, I'm
Sistalus,
sorry. Yeah, that's
your
me.
turn?
That's me.
Okay. Hold on, I'm rolling a blunt. Give me a second. All right, so something happens on the beginning of this next initiative. So, let's see what it says.
I have my insult ready.
So,
Pre-written insults. Let me check my notes.
As Tarun, Sistalus, you guys are really in this heated fight in the middle of this crowd. Oliver and Professor, you guys notice some stirring happening kind of really close to you, actually, Oliver. As people begin running away and shout, there's like shouts of alarm, like, "Hey, something! Oh, hey! Oh!" And they begin running away from the portal. As you see, Oliver, you see grabbing onto the side of this like 3-foot cobblestone wall is this hulking green hand with long black claws. As it begins pulling itself up, you can see the head of this deformed creature with green skin, warts, black hair falling down the sides. It has like this long nose. It's got these bloodshot eyes. As it pulls itself
Oh no!
up,
That looks like my aunt.
Oh, dear.
Oh.
Your aunt.
as it begins pulling itself up onto the side. Let me give you a little handout real quick. Troll.
Pamela's a lovely
Ugh,
woman on the
yuckers.
inside.
So that's what you see pulling itself into the tap room. But you can also see fluttering above its head are these small bat-like creatures with insectoid features. So, like, one of them has this long kind of snout like a proboscis, right? And they have these bat-like wings. As they flutter around its head, there are 3 or 4 of them that are stuck to this troll's body. They're like engorged and full. Let me show you a picture of these guys. These are what are fluttering above its head.
Ooh,
I
that's
haven't seen
cute.
them
I
be
like
used.
it. I want to hug it.
Cute in a horrifying way.
you
a
hug it.
Demonic pug.
Yeah, you hug it. I want to see what happens.
Hmm.
As they begin fluttering in as well. Let me roll initiative for these guys.
When they come up, can I turn to Oliver and just say friends? Question mark?
Question.
No.
Alright, let's take this guy.
Not friends. Okay.
Alright, and then let me get rid of these handouts. Okay, as this troll bares its yellow teeth and howls, you can see that immediately the crowd starts dispersing. All of you can see this. The crowd starts running for their fucking lives, like ducking under tables, pushing past each other. And you can hear from the back, Professor, you hear this clearly. You hear Durnan yell out, "Troll!" But he doesn't say it like, "Troll, run." He says it like, "Yeah, troll!" As he reaches underneath the bar, he draws this glimmering two-handed longsword with like a shimmering blade as he grabs onto the bar and begins to pull himself over to the other side. It looks like he's about to take care of this troll himself. So, Tarun, you're up first. The crowd is screaming and yelling and running for their lives. There's still a bandit and this troll with all these sturges.
This only has verbal components. You know what? Fuck it. I don't care. Accordion time. First, I'm gonna look at Mr. Eyeballs
Please play
on his
it.
head. Yeah.
Oh, I'm so excited.
I'll make sure I got the right note.
Oh, the suspense is killing me.
You lily-livered, weak-hearted, bald-spotted, manure with horrid manure cheap tattoos only a drugged-up mule would make. Just die!
Can I have your babies?
I would like to cast Dissonant Whispers.
All right, and you're casting that on the guy that's running?
Yes.
Excellent. I have to make a saving throw?
Yes. For
with-
half damage on a success.
Okay, yeah, he's gonna die. He gets a 10, which is a failure. He takes 14 psychic damage. You kill him like 2 times over. Well, technically you kill him 14 times over because he only had 1 hit point left. So what does this look like?
Man.
It looks like the fear of God is put into him for a second, but with how much damage he takes. Like he's about to flee because it makes you try to flee, but with the damage, it looks like his entire body seems to just turn off.
Awesome. He drops like a rock.
Windows shutdown noise.
I crashed the system.
Yep, excellent, excellent.
And then I would like to get up on this table,
Mhm.
turn towards the troll. I presume I notice the badass.
Yeah, oh yeah. Hell yeah.
I just start playing.
Excellent.
Play him a battle tune and inspire him.
Excellent. So you get up on the table, start kicking your feet and playing a battle tune as the crowd is fleeing for their lives.
No, I'm inspiring him with my battle tune for a warrior.
Mm-hmm.
I dig it. I dig it a
Excellent.
lot.
I'm using a lot
It
of
is-
inspiration, but hey, I'm inspiring the badass.
Excellent. So Yagra, this guy is weaker, so she's gonna. Fuck it. You know what she's gonna do? She's gonna
By the way,
grab.
Eyeball Man's dead.
Yeah, Eibelman's dead. He's gonna grab. Yager's gonna grab a chair and just try to smack this dude over the face with it. And as the dungeon master, I think I'm gonna allow it to count as a mace.
Ooh.
Makes sense.
So she barely hits him for 3 bludgeoning damage, which was not enough. But
She's just
barely.
proficient with bar fighting.
So
I mean-
she, I mean seriously. So she smacks him with the chair, and he goes reeling back, almost teetering on the side of the portal, as she turns around and smacks the other guy because she actually has 2 attacks, and I didn't know that. Whoops.
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 Second chair.
Nah, she just got her second win. That's what happened.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
So she misses, but I think she's gonna use the inspiration.
6.
She's just having a good
6, 7, 8,
time.
9. No, she misses. She misses still. Sorry.
Just barely misses the throat.
Yep. He dodges out of the way, and actually his back bumps into Sistolis.
Oh, neat.
Assassin's Creed slice.
Next up is Durnan. Durnan's gonna say, you go back to the Underdark, you ugly thing! And he's gonna jump up onto the bar, and then 5, let's see. I gotta move all my shit around here. 5,
I'm sure he didn't mean you to rim.
No, that was the joke.
20, he's gonna run up and start slashing at this troll. Durnan makes 4 attacks with his longsword.
He's a
Jeez.
goddamn Beyblade of doom.
His magic longsword. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, it doesn't tell you. I fucking hate that. Well, he got a crit on one of them. God damn, this dude's a badass. All right, so 15 to hit.
Oh,
Let's see
I
what the
think I
troll's
just-
AC is.
Oh,
15. So the first one hits.
he's
16 slashing. Second one hits for 10 slashing. The third one hits for 11 slashing. And the fifth one hits for a crit.
Oh, okay.
10, 14 slashing.
And even if he did somehow miss, there's still a dice to add.
Okay. So, he takes out his magic longsword, this thing glittering, and he begins slashing at the troll. But while he does, Oliver, this troll's really close to you. And you can notice that every slash, it begins stitching itself back together almost magically, these wounds. Durnan looks over at you, and he says, "Get some oil and some fire!" And next up is Professor. There's these sturges that are kind of flying around in the air. There's a troll. There's 2 bandits. There's a lot going on.
Okay. Thinking. This is what he actually does. He just he puts his book down.
Takes a moment.
So what he does, he takes his book, places it down, and he starts taking his quill and just started writing about the troll. Thinking. Oh, okay. And then he he face palms, then holds it out, and then punches again straight at the troll and uses Mind Sliver.
It's interesting. All right.
Mind punch.
How
like we
does that go?
So it's what Mind Sliver does, or what
Both.
Right.
Both, because I'm unfamiliar with that, unlike a lot of spells.
Mind Sliver is the new one that came from Tasha's,
Yeah.
that you do a 1d6 psychic damage, and you can subtract 1d4 from the creature's next saving throw until the end of my next turn.
Is it an attack roll or a saving throw? On my part, on your part, my part, whatever. To hit.
Intelligence save.
Intelligence saving throw.
All right, so my troll needs to make an intelligence saving throw.
Yeah,
I'll tell
which is
ya,
good.
Not
He's
the
probably-
brightest. not
Yeah,
the
he's gonna be
brightest guy.
stupid.
Yeah, but he did get a 17, unfortunately. A 17 and a 1, so a 17. Sorry.
Damn. That's
Yeah,
unlucky.
so what happens? What does this look like?
Well, what it would have done, it would have came out of my hand and it would have hit straight over to. It had to hit its mind to properly affect it, but I probably just got bumped and it would have like hit his chest, which does nothing.
Okay.
Its brain is probably really small, so I'm sure it's hard to hit.
Yep.
Realistically.
All right. That's all. That's your turn.
And can I use my 30 feet of movement and move over to the right and closer to Bonnie? Because I'm scared and don't want to be alone.
Yes, you run. You run behind the bar.
Yep, exactly.
10. Yep, you'll be right next to Bonnie. As you run up to Bonnie, she's hiding behind the bar, cowering.
Bonnie, hi. Sorry to bother. Can you just hold my octopus for me? And I'll just like set grappling down next to her.
What?
Yeah, she kind of looks at it and looks at you and looks at it and looks at you, and then smash cut. It's Oliver's turn.
That costs extra.
Giant troll coming up and is like, oh dear, but he's like very intrigued by the self-stitching.
Yeah.
Anyways, he hears his friends plead to get oil and fire, so I will use my action to disengage.
Excellent.
And can I get to here to the bar?
Yes, because
Has
the
the
crowd
number
is now
cleared
basically
out?
cleared out. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I'll use my action to disengage, head back for the bar, look over it, see these two back there,
Yeah.
and
Yep.
say,
There's actually a lantern on the bar.
oh, well, this will do just fine. And I'll grab it,
Shopkeep was too excited.
and I'll use the rest of my movement. So what was it?
5 feet. Oh, 10 feet.
20 there, and then, I won't have enough to get back to him. But I'll get halfway there with the lantern in hand. Be like, I've got it.
Yeah, you see this troll slash out at Durnan, and he ducks underneath of it, and he's like in this pitched battle with this troll.
I'm just like trying to like wait for the right opportunity to like give it to him.
Yep. Excellent. Okay. Now it is the bandit's turn. Oh, God, what are they going to do? This guy's, like, with an inch of... Well, this guy's going to retreat, so he's going to get pushed out with the crowd and basically make it out. So one bandit got away.
Alright.
This guy's going to disengage as well. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He can make it there. This guy, with the whatever life he has left, he's going to try to... I guess he's going to try to slash out at Yagra. Last ditch effort. He gets a 19 to hit, which does hit. She takes 3 slashing damage. She's still looking, yeah, she's still looking hale and hearty, honestly. But she's definitely sustained some damage. Okay, next in the order is Sistalis.
Alright, so
Oh, no, you don't.
I guess I can ascertain this is not a good thing. So I'm just gonna move my hex to the troll and begin saying the favorite warlock line of Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch Blast! Alright.
Eldritch Blast! So, my Eldritch Blast is just kind of like a smoky bolt that shoots forward that kind of radiates some kind of energy.
Excellent.
I think I have it somewhere.
Some eldritch energy.
Ah,
Excellent.
that's not right. That's not right.
That's not right?
Take 3 off that, so it's 8 damage,
Okay.
and then
Uh,
hex on
you
top
do-
of that.
You do 8 damage to the troll.
12.
12 damage to the troll?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry,
Alright.
I haven't put all the macros in yet. I'll have different stuff for like all of it where it'll
I
be-
can't see your roll.
the items.
Like a realm.
Just let me look something up real quick.
Oh, that's the deep. Okay, I figured it out.
Why is it adding +3?
It's
I
adding your
don't
charisma
know.
for some reason.
Uh,
So
Oh,
it
you
only
need
takes...
to manually modify the spell
yeah.
so it doesn't have a bonus.
Do you know how to do that?
I should be able to figure it out.
We're over. at
Oh, I
social
just take
jam.
off the check that says proficient, maybe?
No.
No.
It would be charisma. Here,
It would be the damage.
Yeah, here, I can do it. Oops, wrong one.
Oops.
Should say... Ah, I see. have to go somewhere else to do this. It's a spell attack. Oh, plus nothing. There you go. All right, you're good.
Oh, okay. Okay.
That should do it.
Yeah, this is the first time I've been a player on Roll20.
It's okay.
I've used
No,
it to
it's no
DM for a long time.
That's no problem. Okay, yeah, we're working out the kinks. That's what us first session's for. So you blast this troll in the side of the head, and it just doesn't even care. It's still just like slashing out at Durnan, who is blocking all the hits with this magic sword. Every time it hits with the magic sword, it like ping. There's this ringing noise.
That's disheartening.
Yep.
Beautiful song.
All right, that's your turn.
Yep.
Excellent. Sturges go. So the Sturges, this troll, already has some Sturges like hanging off of it that look like swollen and plump, like if you squish them, something's gonna pop out of them. And on their turns, they all detach from it as if they were like stuck to it by their proboscis. They detach and begin fluttering their way down the portal. But the ones that were floating above his head, they start going crazy. So one's going to him. One's going to... let's see. Let's move him over here first. Move him over here first. And this guy's going to go... He's not going to fuck with the troll. He's going to go over here. All right, so I'm going to make a check. It's a D4. So from left to right, 1, 2, 3, 4. Does that make sense to everybody? Starting here, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, cool. D4. All right, Tarun, you get one. And, oops, number 2 is that guy. All right, so Sistolis and Tarun and Oliver, you have 2 on you. They're not fucking with the troll. Obviously, the troll and Durnan are in a pitched battle, so they're going to find easier prey. So, first attack on Oliver. That's a 21 to hit. I hate that it's hiding the rolls. I fucking hate that. All right, 21 to hit? Yes?
Yeah.
All right, so you take 6 damage. And the Sturge attaches to you. While the Sturge is attached, it's going to keep draining your blood. So what happens is this Sturge flies up and it like lands on your shoulder and you're like swatting it away and it sticks the proboscis into your neck and begins sucking your blood out. And you can just feel it like sucking on you. The next Sturge is going to also try to attach itself to you. That is another 21 to hit.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, God. And you take 4 piercing damage.
And you see Oliver turn flush white and drop to the ground.
Uh-oh. Can you do me a favor? On 1 through 3, the lantern doesn't break. So roll a d6 for me. On a 1 through 3, the lantern doesn't break. Okay, so the lantern breaks as you've dropped to the ground. And there's this pile of oil nearby. Not catching you on fire or anything, but it begins burning a hole in the floor as you drop down unconscious. And now have these 2 Sturges sucking on your blood, which is a failed save if they attack you again. A failed whatever kind of save.
If they attack me again, okay.
Correct. Oh, they are. It's no doubt. It says it in the description. The Sturge doesn't attack. Instead, at the start of each of its turns, the target loses 1d4 plus 3 hit points.
Yeah. Okay. They're going to drain you dry.
Yeah, they're going to try to drain you dry. All right. Did I already do Tarun and Sistolis? Nope.
Nope.
All right, Tarun, this one's coming for you. Let me put it on so everybody can see. Because I just hate that. I hate it.
Yeah.
I want everyone to see all of my rolls. All right, so this one's going for Tarun. That's an 11 to hit.
That's a miss.
All right.
Buddy, you take care of these. I've got a doctor to save, apparently.
All right, and this one's for Sistolis. 21 to hit. Damn.
Absolutely.
5 damage, and this Sturge is attached.
You
to
can
it.
handle it. Maybe.
And also, no one's blessed anymore as well. I forgot.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Oh
that
yeah,
dropped.
concentration dropped.
But people are inspired. I don't remember who, though.
Durnan.
It was Durnan
and
and
Sistolis.
Sistolis.
And Yagra, but I don't know if she's used it.
Yeah, she
Oh,
used
she
it
did.
already.
Got it.
Mhm, mhm.
Right, she
All
rolled a
right.
3.
Yep. So next in the order is the troll. He's gonna gain some more hit points.
Good lord.
He gets 10 hit points. Oops, not minus, plus 10. All right, as his wounds begin to stitch back together. And he's going to make 3 attacks. 1 bite and 2 claws. 1 bite, 2 claws. Each going to Durnan. 1 misses. And so only 1 claw hits, which doesn't bother Durnan none. He seems heavily resistant. And actually, you would probably notice, I think he has magic armor on too. Yeah. Oh no, he's got elven chain. So you notice that his shirt gets ripped open, and there's this light elven chain underneath as he's being slashed at by this troll, but not bothered even a little bit. Just part of the combat.
My god.
But it is going to shift positions to over here. And as it starts moving around Durnan, actually, Durnan like dives on him, and they do a barrel roll, and it knocks a table over. And sitting underneath is the scared little bard, and the troll just grabs the bard and throws him down the yawning portal. And he begins slashing more at Durnan.
Is it the one with the 3 strings?
No.
Okay, thank goodness. That guy looks fancy.
God, no. All right, it's Tarun's turn. You have a sturge.
It's times like
oh, no, you
these
don't.
where I regret not taking healing word.
Yep, there's a sturge assailing you.
Wait, hold on. Big brain time. Which is a lot coming from me. Aha! Okay. You got these tools. I think I've got a doctor to save, and I'm gonna move here. So that guy's probably gonna be the one to attack me.
Correct.
Come on, live.
20 to hit.
Ah! that
Oh
hits.
my god, they're popping off.
It's just attached to you though. You take 7 piercing, and it attaches itself to you.
Okay. I have
What did
2
I tell you?
HP
I
left.
like my combats difficult. I don't know. What to say.
Interacting with an object. I have flasks of oil. Could I? Would that be an action, or could I use my interact just to yeet? Just like get that in the direction of him?
That's gonna be an action, unfortunately.
Okay. In that case, I'm just going to. Well, let me check. I like checking.
It's
components
free
see
to
what
draw it. You know, it's
I'll
part
have
of your
oil
movement
in
to
one.
draw it. Yeah.
Oh wait, hold on. I have an
an
accordion
action
in one hand, oil in the other.
That's fine.
You know what? Fuck it. I need to touch for cure wounds. You know what? Fuck it. I'll just give you a kiss on the forehead, make you feel better.
Smooch.
Excellent.
Smooch.
Yeah, I'm going to cure wounds. Our good old cleric. Like death is not coming for you, and usually I charge for this. Just kiss on the forehead. 8 healing.
Points of healing. Woo! Feel like a new man, almost.
Some fat healing.
Professor, I need your assistance.
Right. Still not my turn.
I know
Unlucky.
that's still what he's saying.
Okay. Oliver, you
yeah.
find yourself conscious again with these sturges on your neck.
Such a weird thing to come to. The Sturgis on. Why
Sturgis
am I
on- Forehead kiss. Come on now. You have to actually charge you for a kiss.
Excellent. All right. Is that your turn, Tarun?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oil in
Yeah,
one hand,
Viagra's
accordion in the other. That's all I
She's
got.
gonna move to there, and she's just gonna push this bastard right into the pool.
Oh,
All
it's
right.
one of the cactus.
So, a strength athletics check. Does she have athletics? No. But he's got to make a check as well. So she gets a 14, and he gets a. Bye! She pushes
Deuces.
him down the portal, and he descends into complete and utter darkness. All right.
Side story about the bard and the bandit stuck in the bottom.
She is now going to, so that's 5, 10, 15. She's going to move up to Sistolis and like try to rip the scourge off of you, but that's her whole turn.
All right.
Yeah, so
Isn't
Durnan's up.
put shoving only 1 attack? Memory serves.
Yes, it is.
Oh right, I forgot.
but it is
NPCs
an
have their own weird
action.
stuff.
But it is an action to grab a scourge off of someone.
Okay.
So it's not
Ah.
part of the attack action.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, okay, an action to detach it, right. Okay, so now it's Durnan's turn. He gets to make 4 more longsword attacks with Grimvolt. That's the name of his sword.
That is hella cool.
2, 3, 4. Oh my god.
Don't forget he's inspired.
Oh, okay. He's inspired.
Yeah.
He's going to use one of those. Which makes it a hit.
Yes!
So,
Go!
with 4 slashes, slash, slash, stab, slash, he literally lops off the troll's arm as it falls to the ground and begins kind of crawling its way across the floor. The troll falls down face first. And he shouts out, "Quickly, quickly! I need oil! I need oil!" And
Let me.
that's it. That's Durnan's turn. Next up is Professor.
Okay. So as soon as I hear Turin saying need help, it says like, okay, 1 second. I just go down below the bar and said, "Hey, Bonnie, do you know any like good place to like buy books, like a library in this area? Like we'll talk later, but we'll talk." I go back up and then I look at the. I see those the 2 Sturges on Tarun and Orville and
Oliver, yeah.
Oliver, sorry. Oh, Orville, fuck. And the one on Stillus, and I'm going to use Magic Missile, and I'm going to send Rock on Oliver, Paper on Tarun, and Scissors on Stillus.
The one's attached.
Alright.
Oh, okay. I see. Yeah.
Nice.
Roll some damage.
2. Alright.
Alright.
So, did it roll?
That was
Roll
1. You gotta
1.
roll it 3 times.
Alright. Come on.
Boop. Come on. Come on.
Sorry, it's still hella slow.
It's okay.
It's better. It's an improvement.
It's like I actually click my things.
Yeah, characters are opposite energy, and I love it.
Oh yeah, that'll dig that one. All right,
Did it go
and then
through?
1. Yeah, 1. I need 1 more. Did you
Come
already
on.
roll 1 more?
Yeah, I just clicked it to go through.
Yep. I just got it. All right, so Oliver,
Oh.
you just find yourself awake, and suddenly a spectral blue rock comes flying through the air and bashes one of the Sturges right on your shoulder. Perfect aim, and the Sturge just completely fucking disintegrates into blood. It like splits all over your face, all over your clothes, and then a paper in the shape of a paper airplane comes flying through the air, and it stabs into the other Sturge that's on Tarun, and its one explodes, and then the third one, the scissors, pointy end first, goes right towards Sistolis and pops the third Sturge. 3 of them down, 1 to go. And which
Well
is
done,
still
my
stuck
friend.
to Oliver. Yeah, there's 1 stuck to Oliver.
I did it.
Yeah, you did do it.
You can handle that last one, right, man?
And is now Oliver's turn.
Like glass is like so fucking disheveled after like all of this is he's like just coming
Exploding.
to. Well, this is what I get for wanting more adventure in my life, I suppose. And I will stand up as like someone who's medical. Do I know the best way to take this thing off me? Is it just a yank and pull, or?
So
To kill it?
because you are a medically kind of guy, let me see. You know the exact way to pull it off, but it's going to require an action.
Yeah, so gingerly doing a very, very professional twist and yank technique.
Yep,
Can I, I'll use my action to try and
Yep.
yank this thing off.
That's
me.
it. You do it. That's it. You just used your action. You pull the bastard off. You get ready. You kind of grab it, and as it's squirming around, and you say 1, 2, 3, twist, pull, and this little sprout of blood shoots out your neck as this Sturge. You toss the Sturge across the bar, and it begins fluttering back towards you.
And can I, as I'm like doing this, I'm also a little preoccupied. Is that another lantern or something with oil that I could potentially grab next turn?
A hand has oil.
Oh
Or
yeah,
flask.
your friend Tarun has a flask of oil in his hand.
I got a flask of
Ew.
oil in one hand, accordion in the other. This is
Right.
what I got.
Okay. Well, I mean, that's probably all I can do with my action and what I've said, so I'll be eyeing at it beadily.
Okay, Sistolis, you're up.
All right, I
People
see
look
the
at me that
flask of
bad.
oil in his hand. I know what that is, for once.
Just like a
Um,
relay pass.
I'm gonna run up, and it's taking it from his hand a full action.
Now's the time to make the calls, isn't it?
Yeah. Give me like baton pass this bitch.
That's a
I
good
guess
question.
I guess
I'll
because if it is,
say
then I wouldn't do that. 'cause it
You
wouldn't really make
no,
much sense.
I will
Make
say
much
it's
sense.
fair to say that you use your movement to go up to him. You use the rest of your movement to take it because he's ready. He's like it's a relay.
Yeah,
pass.
he's holding it like yeah, okay,
Yeah.
all right. That
So
makes
you
sense.
take it from him, and now you still have an action.
That's a weird situation, but yeah, chuck it at
Okay.
the.
You
Yeah.
chuck it at the troll. Make an attack roll, just to see what happens.
Just a d20.
Yeah, just it's some kind of attack roll plus your fuck. I don't know. Dex.
Strength,
I guess.
probably.
Proficiency.
Yeah, strength or dex.
Ooh.
Okay, yeah, you smash right on top of this troll. And Durnan looks over at you and he's got this big grin on his face as his sword lights on fire. And he will quickly take this time to slash out at the... yeah, just touch the troll and the troll begins
Burning.
lighting on fire. Yep. All right,
Hot.
is that your turn?
Fuck. Yeah.
Okay, the Sturges are up. This one's gonna try to get back on Oliver.
Well,
You must be really tasty, mate.
He's hungry.
That holy blood, man.
He gets a 22.
dude, you are
My
rolling out
God,
of
bro.
control for these little. I think you're like 5 for 6, 20 or higher.
I know, it's crazy. I think they only have, what, a +5 to hit. Oh, that's pretty good. All right, but 7 piercing. And
You're
it's
up.
attached. It's
Okay.
attached to you
Technically.
again. The troll does not
I'm
begin
still up.
regaining hit points.
Yeah, fire.
Next up is Tarun.
Oh, you've got to be fucking kidding me. Back on you again? Hey! Discount Muppet, get off!
Discount
I will vicious mockery this creature.
All right, it gets a 3.
Fuck.
Roll damage. Oh, God.
Is it still
It
alive?
has, yes. But I'll say for the sake of brevity that it explodes in a right off his neck, and there's more blood. Now Oliver is completely drenched in blood.
I insulted it so it took so much offense and decided to die.
Yep. We get
Well,
a
I
we
can't
get
say
like
I'm not used to this.
That looks
We
like
get
my
a-
birthday.
we get a camera flashback of like a little Sturge woman, and she's cooking in the kitchen. There's 2 little Sturge children, and there's a Sturge daddy, and he's getting on his hat and doing his tie, and the Sturge mom turns over to him and is like, "You're worthless. You're a discount Muppet." And you see the Sturge kind of put his head down and begin fluttering out, and then we smash cut back, and he fucking explodes.
That was
But you're
so
doing like a background story. I'm like, hey, don't make it real, man. I don't want to see
Oh no!
All right. So we are out of initiative as Durnan begins dragging the troll's body over towards the portal. Does anybody want to help him?
Sure, I will.
Wait.
I'll lend a hand. Yeah.
Wait,
I'll grab the hand.
wait. I'll try to run over to Durnan and I'll say wait. I know you've got to get rid of it, and then that's totally fine. But can I like take like a little bit of a sample of it, like a finger or something?
He looks over at you with this like deadpan face, and you can see that the wounds on this troll begin stitching itself back together as the arm begins crawling its way back towards the troll.
Oh.
And Durnan says, "I don't think this is the time, mate." And he's gonna try to take the troll and throw it over.
Oh damn. Okay. I'll just.
Okay, another time, friend. We'll find a way to put one down for good, and we'll give it to you.
Yay.
Yep. As everybody who's helping, so Sisyphus and Durnan, they throw
And
the
me.
troll over the side of the well. Professor, you feel a kind of rubbing on the side of your leg, and you look down, and there's the entire troll's arm that was cut off is now writhing on the ground right next to you.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take. I have like a little dagger in my boot. Take it out. Say, oh, can you let my hand here? I'm just gonna just put it on my leg and just try to cut off a finger, and I'll try to put it into like a little flask I have in my bag.
Okay, no problem. Durnan kind of gives you a cross look, and he says, "Yeah, I don't think this is it." And he takes it and throws it back into the portal.
Oh man, can't have anything.
So to address something that Chris Oliver has asked me, so here's the deal. Would your character have a healer's kit?
I do not have a healer's kit.
I'm talking to Chris.
Oh, do I?
I feel I like core mechanics of the game. I don't think it comes with one, but
Right.
like
There's no
Well,
way.
here's the
you-
deal.
being a guy who's working in and out of the temple and hospital, maybe at DM's discretion. Your call.
All right.
I would say there's no way he wouldn't. You
Well,
know?
he does have magic healing, which is usually better overall.
Eh,
I do
All right, so
have
check it
that
out. How much gold do you have?
15.
All right, give me 5 of it, and you have a healer's
Sure.
kit. It's normally 10 gold. You got
Yeah.
it on a discount, and you used your money to buy it.
That makes sense.
Fair.
it's pretty fair.
I kind of roll like that, guys. I don't know if you know.
No, I like that
Roll.
style for sure.
I'm pretty fair. All right, so now the crowd is basically all dispersed. There's people that were hiding underneath of tables and stuff like that, and they're all starting to come out. And as Durnan throws the last troll arm, he kind of looks over at the group of you, and he gives you a big smile. And then people start piling out from underneath of tables and stuff and cheering. Hey! Hey!
I would like to prestidigitation, make sure my accordion's nice and clean of blood.
Yep.
I'm
perfect.
gonna go back for my octopus. Like, thank you. Just try to walk off.
Yep, absolutely. As the bar begins to fill up again as the troll was slain, Durnan says, "Hey, you did a good job there, all of you.
Thank you. Like,
How about
get out?
tonight's drinks are on old Durnan, isn't it?"
Thank you. Good. Thank you.
He nods his head with this big smile and kind of turns his shoulders and takes his awesome legendary blade and sets it back behind the bar, and people start rushing up to you guys. "Oh, good job, congratulations," and putting their hands all over you guys and stuff.
I'm very tempted
Thank
to
God
be
I'm
like
away from
anyone
that.
an autograph. See if I could charge for that.
What did you say, Professor? You're like trying to get away from that?
Yeah, I'm just trying to like stifle out of the crowd and just go towards Bonnie. Just to
Yep.
get my. So like I'm
Yeah,
gonna
yeah.
go. So like, hi, thank you for holding on to him for me. I'll just try to take him from him. From him.
Shaking, she kind of scoots the wet jar across the bar.
Thank you. And again, library books. Do you know anything like that anywhere that could be? Because I don't really know where there's a good library here.
She says, "I don't think now is a good time." And she looks over at Durnan, and she's like pale, like white. And she looks over at Durnan, and it's like, "Can I take my break now?" And Durnan's like, "Yeah, go ahead." And so she
Let me help you up.
yeah, she like starts to walk away from you, or you help her as she is kind of shaking. But you guys notice that Yagra Yagra looks over at Tarun and kind of salutes at him, gives him a big wink, and then
do the same.
begins to make her way out of the bar. That's probably enough excitement for her for one night.
Tarun returns the jester. Anytime.
Yep. As you do, you see that the crowd that's kind of cheering you guys on or congratulating you, offering you drinks and stuff, you see pushing through, you hear a voice say, "Oh, excuse me, please let me through." As you see a man pushing his way through this crowd. He's very short. He's like 5'6", or no, like 5'4", maybe. But he is not a dwarf. Though he does look the part as a fellow with this large, poofy, elegant hat on. He has a big scarf and almost nobleman's clothes. Who has really good insight? Like, if there was a passive insight, like
14.
a 10 plus your insight skill, so 14,
15 passive insight.
15.
Flexing.
The bottom two, you guys, like, what's your insight skill?
That should be just base. So probably 10. Skill.
What's your insight bonus?
Yeah, it's a 0 bonus.
Okay, and
So
then
10.
professor?
So checking.
It can't
Have
be
I
high.
scammed this guy
13.
before? I want to make sure I'm clear here.
13. Okay, so you notice this Oliver as this figure begins approaching. Something, about him is that his clothes may look noble and regal, but they're well worn. The sleeves are fraying at the edges.
By the way, I'm gonna just go around the bar and
patch.
just go over to Tyrone.
Okay. As you see this figure, though, let me pull up a handout. There you go. Yeah. So this is the guy that's approaching you guys.
What? Oh, sorry. Favorite guide is Volo's guide.
So he
Is this the Volo that wrote
yes, yes.
Fuck.
I'm like, I have his book right here. Oh shit. Oh yeah.
Yep. So
Fangirling.
he begins walking through the crowd, pushing his way through, and he says, "Hello, it's nice to meet all of you. I have to say, that was a very exciting fight that you had."
Sounds like Mario.
I wasn't gonna say it.
My camera is absolutely fucked.
I'm so sorry.
At this point, I've noticed the robes and have kind of muttering something to myself, and the tattoos on my hand are glowing a little bit as I was bitten several times and took magic missiles to the neck, and mechanically I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on myself.
Excellent. But this figure, he says, are you adventurers?
Well, it depends on your definition. I will give him a flirtatious wink as I take some of the materials, paper, roll up, and precipitation myself a smoke.
Oh, excellent.
I'm gonna poke
I don't actually
Tyrone in
have
the shoulder and said, "Hey, Tyrone, who's the guy with the abnormally large mustache?"
Would I know of this guy as someone who
That's a
frequents
good
places?
question. Why don't you make a history check?
I cannot
And anyone
inspire.
that's a local can also make a history check.
Okay.
I'm not.
I am a local.
I'm the opposite of a local.
Me neither.
Where's my history skill? Why am I blind? 19.
Okay, so you do know
I
this
see.
guy.
Have I
this,
read some of his stuff?
do you think that would interest your character?
If memory serves, because I've read the handout.
This
That
is
would interest
Volo's
him.
guide, is what he has written, and you would know that, which is
Yeah.
literally the book that you have.
Yeah, probably.
So you think that would be of interest to you?
Yeah, I mean, if it's a good selling
Actually,
guide.
no.
it's gonna-
You know what? It's actually not. It hasn't come out yet.
Ah,
So,
he's got.
but you have heard of him, certainly.
Okay.
He is a writer, traveler, extraordinaire, a bit of a celebrity. However, most locals consider him like a braggart and an embellisher of facts.
I'm a bard. I can't judge.
Yeah. but he says, you all look at the part, and the way you fought those Sturges and those criminals, it seems like you're adventurers.
I'm gonna. Do we have an extra seat, or can I get a seat pulled up for this
Yeah,
man?
sure, yeah. You
I'd
pull
like
him
to
up a
pull
seat.
up. Yeah, and gesture for him to sit. And just say, well, certainly. Well, I could say in that sort of. Well, me and Professor here go a bit back when he arrived to these.
Yeah, I arrived here in the way, in a certain way, not important. You have a very weird, abnormal hat. Not to say it's bad. I mean, it could be better, but it's a hat, and
He
also
says,
very lush facial hair. It's abnormal.
He twirls his mustache and he says, "Oh, well, you are the complimentative one." And he bows to you, and he says, "My name is Volothamp Godarm, the chronicler, wizard, and celebrity, at your service."
Oh, good darn to you too.
I just got that.
He,
I am Tarun. Hopefully at your service as well.
he nods his head and he says, "What about the rest of you?"
You had me at adventure. Please take a seat.
If Oliver's in it, I'm in it. That's fine. I trust his judgment.
And he has a seat. And yeah, let's go ahead and take a break before he says what all he wants to say to you guys.
Awesome.
Oh, I'm gonna actually finish eating.
All right,
They
I'll see you guys in a couple minutes.
Okay.
Oh,
Just a moment. They put shrimp in it. I really do not. Stomach does not agree with shrimp ever.
Oh god. Well, this was fun. I killed like 3 of them.
You killed a lot of stuff. Magic Missile was clutch in that fight.
So hopefully I get my computer soon, cause like due to a bunch of different shit. Wait, no, everybody's gone. Oh. Okay. I got nothing to do.
Are you done? No, we're taking a break. Oh. The DM likes it when I use soup. So I have to use my
I return with snacks.
Beautiful.
The nerve. I know we didn't plan it, but god damn it, Roberto, we are just opposite energies, but the same amount.
It is so fucking funny.
I
that you're,
love it.
the flirtatious, like flamboyant guy, and then I'm just like, hello.
You're like it's literally like the difference between like you're Doctor Who the Doctor, and here I am from my brain's melting.
Oh no.
It's
good?
tough to be a god. What is the movie it's from?
It sucks to be a god.
It's tough to be a god.
Sucks to be a god.
It's tough to be a god. Tread where mortals have not trod. Be
Was it-
deified when really
Hercules?
you're a sham. No, it's The Road to El Dorado.
Ah, right. Oh my god, I'm imagining Tulio, I think the blonde haired
Yeah, the guy
and-
with the yeah.
with the fucking you go just like playing like mm.
Yeah, but upgrade it to an accordion. Oh shit, stuff fell.
Oh no.
It's okay, it was only pebbles.
That shit's so fun. Hopefully, I didn't completely scar Bonnie because I'm going to try to make a connection there. Awkwardly, and I'm gonna do it terribly, but I'll try.
I can help. I can inspire you. A little bit of pep talk.
Thank God.
Remember, Never ask a woman her age or her weight.
Can I
Actually,
at
you don't
least
ask
point it
most.
out? Well, like, what if I know? Can I point it out?
Okay, better question. If you are certain they aren't, if you are questioning their age for like legal reasons, that's fine. You know, if they're too young to have a drink, you don't want to give them a drink. But do not insinuate you know their age or weight. That's kind of rude. You know, like you don't know my weight.
Ah, well, hang on. 180 pounds. Run that ballpark.
I'm half elf. Remember?
Ah, right. Nah, I got nothing. Ah. Is that like literally his shtick is that he's going to point out flaws, not really flaws, but he's just going to start listing off like abnormal hat.
You were 1 pound off.
Really? Oh, I just have a knack for this stuff.
179. Also, I'm 5'9". I forgot about that.
Ah, I'm 6'3".
But
Yeah, I'm tall.
we are
That title-
weirdly in sync.
That title sequence video that I made has 133 views right now.
Oh, nice.
Really? Nice.
Yeah. I didn't
I
have
may have-
any views on any of my shit.
I may or may not have told some of my friends about it. I don't know if that's what happened. I
Ooh.
was like, look at what my DM did. Bold.
Yeah,
Look at this
that's
smug
really
bastard. That's mine.
That was sick, man. That was really cool.
Yeah, it is really cool. I worked really hard on it. All right, is everybody back? Are we ready?
I'm here.
All right, so we are now sitting at a table with one Volothamp Gedarm as we fade back in. The bar is up and moving again. There's people still around now. There's Volo sitting at the table with you guys. And as you finish introducing yourselves, he says, I trust that you have noticed the violence in our fair city these past attended days.
Yes, I've seen it firsthand. It's horrifying.
So,
Possible in certain situations, but overall, not very nice.
so he says, I haven't seen so much blood since my last visit to Baldur's Gate. But now, I fear that I may have, and he like leans in and you can see this nervous look on his face. He says, I fear I have misplaced my friend amid this, and he's like thinking of the words, odious malevolence.
Where did you put him?
Your attempt was good, but as a take a little bit of criticism, make sure you know the full definition of the words. And make sure you're not using a noun in place of a verb. You know that.
He
Description.
kind of scratches lifts his hat up and scratches underneath of his head and kind of puts it back down and thinks about what you're saying, and he says, the crime, it's like on the rise in the city. There's numerous criminal factions in the Waterdeep, and they're appearing more and more active, and going as far as to fight each other in the streets. And that's why I'm worried about my friend.
Okay. Well,
Who's your friend?
where? That's a good question. Yeah.
My friend, his name is Floon. Floon Belagmar.
Does that ring any bells?
No.
Okay.
Floon. Nice name. Could use like it. Okay, Floon.
says-
Where was you last placed him?
I last saw him here. I'm afraid he take a bad way home. You see, my friend the Floon, he's got more beauty than brains. It was, and he kind of thinks about it, 2 nights ago when we were here. And I'm afraid he may have left. Oh, you know what? Let me pull up my notes. I'm doing this off my mind. You know what? Actually, he last saw Floon somewhere else.
Ah, okay.
He said we were here at the Yawning Portal, and we had a few drinks, but it began to get too, how do you say,
Rowdy.
rowdy. Yeah, so we left, and we went to another place in the dock ward, a place called the Skewered Dragon.
Am I familiar with that name?
That's a good question. Why don't you make a history check?
Hold on. Friend, mess with I'm trying to tell him I'm still in the session. Don't talk to me. 16.
It sounds familiar, but
Have a
I don't.
scam. Is that a place I
yeah.
can't go for scams?
From what you understand about it, it's a sailor bar.
And not that many rich people, anyways.
Yeah,
They're already
probably
losing
not
their
that many. Yeah, not that many rich people.
money. They're poor by the time they sit down.
Right. But you have heard of the place.
Yeah, not my usual joint, but yeah, I've heard of it.
He says, we decided to go there where it was a little more quiet. And we had a couple more drinks, and, well, I left.
Mhm.
Got the two drunk for my own good, you see.
Ah, that does happen.
And that was the last time I saw a Floon.
Ah, okay.
I have got nothing. What do we got?
Well, we could definitely take a look, but I'll be honest with you, adventuring ain't cheap, and right now I believe most of us want some rest.
Oh, well, I can pay you 10 dragons apiece now, and 10 times of that if you bring back my friend the Floon.
I am
So that would
awfully
be a
broke, so I
total
take it.
110 dragons. Well, friend, that is certainly a good payment.
I'm
What
just
do you
afraid.
offer?
I'm just afraid that the Floon maybe got kidnapped, or worse.
He's an adult man, though, so wouldn't it be adult napped?
No. You see, the terminology is for more in general. It's a colloquialized too far to not really be used that way.
Ah, okay.
Sorry, he's not from this world, apparently.
Yeah, hi.
I don't think I've ever seen a person like you.
I'm a Vidalcan. Tall, slender, very chiseled features, long brown hair, hazel eyes, glasses, and take out the jar, octopus.
He pulls out a notebook from his sash and begins writing all of this down, and he's drawing a quick sketch of you. And he says, "Oh yes, how do you spell Vidalcan again? Vidalcan?
Vidalken.
Excellent. Thank you.
You know,
I will put
if you're
this
going to
into my
use
new
his-
book."
If
As
you're going
this,
to use his appearance, you might want to at least give him a bit of royalty. As an example, I mean, as using someone as an example of the rest of their kind, that's quite the thing to ask of someone.
I mean-
as this interaction is going on, I'll kind of lean into the drow friend and say, Turin, would you mind helping me for a second? Well, why don't we go and grab some beers for the mates? We can properly discuss this over drinks.
Fair enough.
I'll kind of pull him aside and mention what I saw. I noticed the fringes of this gentleman's robes are rather frayed.
Yes.
We really to trust this man? There's a bit of a reputation around town, if you know what I mean.
I do, personally. However, I am not personally just after the gold. 10 gold payment up front, it shouldn't be that big of a job to track down one drunk. However, think about it this way. The man has been places. The man is celebrity. Favors are what the best payment is here. You want to have him as a friend.
Guess every adventurer's journey has to start with just a few steps, I suppose.
A
And
few
as he's
friends
doing
in the
this,
right
I'm,
places.
trying to wave down the barkeep to get a few bottles
Yep.
of
Mhm.
beer, whatever, for us, a couple of tankards.
No problem.
All right, well, I'll follow your lead then. I'm convinced.
Okay, when you get back, the whole time he has been discussing what is up with this Vidalcan, and his gaze turns over towards Sistolis, and he says, "You have an interesting complexion. Where are you from?"
Don't talk to me. I don't know you. I'm uncomfortable.
He kind of rolls his eyes and he says, "Well,
You sound weird. I don't like you.
Oh my god.
he kind of loosens his scarf a little bit, and he says, "I think I'll put all of this about the what is it, Vidalkin?
Vidalkin, yes.
I think I might have put this in my new book.
Really?
Have you read my book?"
No, I've not read any books from this place.
Oh, he kind of says, "Oh, what a shame!" And he reaches into the saddlebag, and pulls out this like covered tome, and he says, "Why don't you take a look?" And he slides it across the table.
Oh, thank you. I take it off, and I'll just start immediately crack it open.
So there's a bunch of different kinds of monsters inside, and he's got hand-drawn sketches of what they look like, their anatomy, some of their weaknesses. As you're flipping through, you see creatures unlike any you've seen ever before, like a large spherical creature with tentacle things with eyes coming out of its head, a octopus-faced creature, giants, and all manner of different creatures.
I immediately
could
take out the.
Could I
book
spy that?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
so I could like see kind of like what's going on. I'm gonna get interested now and just go over there, like stand next to your shoulder and kind of read with you.
Oh, hello.
Hi.
I'm
He
gonna
says,
take-
yeah, go ahead. You guys actually make your way back now as they're looking over this book.
I'm going to try to like take out the book in my backpack, which it would have been down the floor. I'm just gonna start trying to like copy it down to my own book.
Okay. What were you gonna say, Tarun?
Noticing that, he's gonna just take a quick glance, but while they are interesting creatures, that ain't gonna probably help him out in the long run as far as he knows. So he's gonna turn his gaze back onto Volo and say, go to give, because we grabbed the drinks, right?
Mhm.
So I'll go to give them a drink since our drinks are free.
Mhm.
And give everyone their drinks. Make sure it's not too close to the book, so there's no
Excellent.
accidental spillage, and just be like, "Well then, it seems like you are getting along well."
As you begin, as professor, you begin copying down notes. Volo takes the book and slams it shut, and he slides it across the table towards himself quickly, and he says, "Hey, this is going to cost you."
Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot payment's a thing. Okay, that was really fun. I am actually gonna do kind of like a book of my own, not to sell, but like for my own encyclopedia reason. How much for that?
He kind of eyes you up and down, and he says, "How about the keep of the 10 gold for you if you take him a quest?"
Okay, I'm down for that. What was the quest again? I'm
Find
kidding,
the
actually, I
missing.
know.
He kind of has this exasperated look over his face, and he says, "To find
got
my
you
friend the
covered."
Floon.
Right. Flume. Okay, that's fine.
So, will you help me?"
Could you give a better description of Floon for us?
Yes.
Professor, take notes, please.
Yes.
He says, he's about this tall, which is like average height. He has fiery red hair down to his shoulders. And last time I saw him, he was dressed like a prince.
Like a
Is your
prince?
friend a prince?
Oh, no, not the Floon. He just, with his line of work, he's, let's say he has to put up an appearance.
What's his job?
He's, and you see him start to get flush in the face, like embarrassed.
I'm
And
pushing this.
he says, he takes his hat off and starts turning it on the table, and he says, yes, something like that. He's a friend, a hired friend to the ladies.
Ah,
Oh wait.
I don't
no,
understand.
He says, don't worry about it, and he puts his hat back on.
Sister,
gets
I'll
paid.
explain later. Just drop it. It's fine.
Okay.
Can Can I get like a general vibe check from this guy as he's like clearly getting flushed and like telling us to like? Is he like definitely leading us into the like wolves' den for a trap
Oh,
here?
sure. Why don't you make insight check?
Sure.
I mean, he wants us to save a prostitute. I don't think that's a very.
Well, listen, my friend. Okay, so this is just what you get. All right, so Valo does seem incredibly concerned about his friend.
Okay.
He's really afraid that his friend is dead.
Hmm.
And he is, you can see that he is hopeful that he's not dead, and that's why he's talking to you guys. But something else that you pick up is that the 10 gold now seems like it's legit. It's like you mentioned earlier, the 100 gold later, that's kind of iffy. It's a gray area. You're not sure what that means, but he's obviously nervous just about that.
Okay. As we're Avolo was describing, I take out my notebook that was like for the monster manual stuff, and it said, okay, so like this, and it's like just like a perfect rendition of Floon, like a perfect hair just, like, going down.
Yeah.
It's like beautiful prince clothing. This is
Yep. He says,
Oh, yeah, Vidalkin.
my word, how did you do that?
with a
It's kind
pen.
of his thing.
He says, yes, he's in his mid-30s, and the hair and everything. That looks just like my friend the Floon.
Awesome. Okay, this should be it, and let's go. I'm down. I need stuff.
We should definitely rest first because I am still bleeding, although I am good at keeping up appearances.
Yeah, let me take a look at that, and I'll start nothing like mechanically, but just start like bandaging him up so he looks. Might cast like mending on his robes if they're like torn
Sure.
a little bit. Just
I'm clean
top shape.
because prestidigitation, but I am fucked. I am 2 HP still.
Jeez.
Yes, I'm a little tapped myself. I actually wouldn't mind lying down for a long rest if we're going to take one before this journey.
Okay,
So we
So I
meet
just,
back
like,
here in the morning. Sound good?
brilliant.
Yeah.
I'll just
Well,
take.
what time is it? Is this like the evening or?
Yeah, it's night, so it's
Okay.
like 8:30, 9 o'clock.
So I'm going to ask to hey, can you take Rathner up to my room? Just take him in. And make sure to take out his water because he doesn't like dirty stuff.
I was actually going to see if I could find more details to help us out before going to sleep. Talking with this Volo fellow.
I can ask Bonnie.
I'll take your friend. I want to hug him. He seems like he'd be a good hugger.
Gentle though. Remember we talked gentle.
Oh.
It's okay.
I'm not good with social touching and interactions.
Well, yeah, but I'm not
It's
touching you.
a
I don't want to
much.
touch. I don't want to hug you.
What's the hug?
The
octopus.
octopus is quite close to them. It's we're close friends. That's why they trust me with it. It's just they don't want to put that much responsibility on another. Don't worry, it's not. Tell you what, if you can, I'm gonna give a gold piece to Roberto. Could you cover to the rooms and do that yourself? I do want to make sure I get some more information. See if there's anything else that might help. Do my sort of thing.
Sure. I'll go to somebody. I'll just start walking into the general direction of the bar.
Yep. Durnan's sitting back there. And as you approach him with a gold piece in your hand, he sticks it up. Like, nah, I don't want your money.
Wait, why not?
He says, everything is on me tonight.
Oh,
Makes sense.
Daroon, we got free stuff.
And like seeing this like painful interaction of him just like failing to like kind of glean what is, I'll walk up and say, much appreciated. Thank you so much, my friend. If we could get 4 separate rooms just for this evening, anyways, that would be terrific.
What he said.
Yeah, he slides the keys across and says the top floor, 3rd floor.
Appreciate it so much. come back to the table, dish out the keys.
Yep. Valo is still kind of sitting nervously. He
So,
says he says, the sooner that you find my friend, the better. I don't know what could have happened to him, you know?
Probably death, maybe torture, maybe enslavement. Trying to...
Professor, we talked about this.
What
Being
time of day is
empathetic
this?
and not being
It's like
too
9:30 at
blunt when in a situation that one might get more upset.
But I've already asked.
Oliver, you told me it's dangerous at night in the
Rhetoricals.
city. Right?
Rhetorical, right?
What was that, Cecilia? Sorry?
You said it's dangerous at night, right?
Yes.
It can be at times, yes.
Then yeah, we probably shouldn't look for your friend at night. That sounds really dumb.
Well, we're gonna rest first. At least that's what I want to do. I am
I
incredibly
thought, well, he
tired.
seems to be pressuring us to try to find his friend now, and that just seems like a bad decision.
Oh no! Don't take me the wrong way. I'm just
He's
worried
just
about
worried.
my friend.
No, I get that, and that's admirable, but I'm not trying to die tonight.
Well, perhaps, gentlemen, we revisit this tomorrow. We have our rooms,
With
don't
our
we?
first initial down payment, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll
Tarun, I know.
put a bag of gold across that has actually he'll take a bag and slide it across and actually take 10 gold out of it for the book. And he will slide the book, Valo's Guide to Monsters, and a pouch of 30 gold across the table to you guys.
Tarun will just go to take his share and put it away, and then give the rest to everyone, to the other two.
Currency. My mother's told me this was important. Can I get
Which
mine
ones?
now? Well, really all of them, but
Many
mostly
wise
Agatha.
mothers.
No taking.
What number is that?
Two.
Which number is she?
That is my birth mother, the only one.
Okay, now I'm more confused.
It. Next time we're at the library.
I'm told most people would be confused by it, so I tried not to explain it.
Ah,
I
Can I
get it.
have the money?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I'm
do.
gonna, I'm gonna just take my gold out of the pouch and I'm like, I'm tired, I'm gonna go to bed.
Yes, I think I might join you, actually. I'll take my 10 pieces off, and Tarun, if there's any more questions, go
I'll
ahead.
make sure.
Otherwise, you know where to find us.
yeah, I
Head up to the
will take I'll take the book, like looking all excited. I'll put it in my bag. And I'll go to Durnan and ask him like a question. Hi, sir. Do you know where Bunny might be? I have a question to ask her.
He says, yeah, I think she's taking a break. She's probably in the back room. You want me to go get her?
Well, I can go, or you can do that. Either way, either or, I am okay with it.
He says, he kind of cocks his head at you like, you're weird. And he will go to the back room and fetch Bonnie. She says, yes, Professor, what can I do?
Hi, I as you know, and from Tarun, I'm new here, in both ways. That I don't know this place very well. Can you like show me areas, like or just at least like map wise, tell me places, stuff I can learn? Anything would help.
She also cocks her head at you and is like, you're weird, but in an endearing way. Like, aw, he's
She
cute.
cocks her head the other way.
Yeah. It's like, oh, he's cute. And she says, well, what would you like to know?
Well, I'm sort of an alchemist sort of thing. I try to play with beakers, not really play, use and utilize, and with different monsters. And is there a place for potions and different type of alchemical concoctions that I can look for? in this
says-
area?
She says, well, I don't know much about this area, as far as magical things are concerned, but I'm sure there's plenty of places in the city to buy what you're looking for.
Okay, then there's.
She looks you up and down though, and she says, "It'll cost you a pretty penny though, I think. Usually magic stuff does."
Right, I'm incredibly poor. Right. Okay, what can I do for money exactly? Nothing sexual. I'm not into that.
She says, "Well, I guess you could get a job, hun."
Right. I forgot I'm supposed to do that now. Okay. What kind of job exactly? Like what is available?
Well, she kind of looks over at Durnan and looks back at you, and she says, "We could always use a busboy."
Great. What is a bus?
He says, or she says, "Well, they usually go around and pick up empty beer mugs and plates and such. Washes them in the back."
Oh, I did that with books back in my other realm. Yeah, I can easily do that.
Well,
Books.
why don't you come back tomorrow and ask Durnan?
Okay, I shall do that. Thank you. I'll just take my book and I'll
Bus boys
Just-
anyway.
walk up and I'll just do not wave, but just like hold my hand straight up and say bye. I'll just keep walking
Yeah,
to Tarun.
Okay,
I'm
Tarun,
a fucking
while this was
weirdo.
happening and the other two go up to their rooms to go nighty-night, what would you like to speak to Volo about?
Well, general questions on where their friend lives to like get an idea of where they were headed. Relative.
That's a good fucking question. So
And
they went to the Skewered Dragon in the dock ward, but I believe that Floon would live in the North ward. He will explain that to you.
I'm sorry,
Okay.
my mom is needing me right now, so I
Okay.
gotta go. Like I
You're back.
not really right back because we're having to it's a long story. I don't really want to get into it much, but I do have to
Okay.
go. Is that all right?
Like right now. You're leaving right now.
I'm sorry, is that like I can't
I mean, that's fine. Yeah, you're just gonna miss out on a lot of shit.
wait, let
Hurry
me,
back
let me,
as best you can.
Yeah,
just give me
okay,
1 second, I'll
he's
be right
going.
back.
All right, cool. What would you
Hey,
like to ask Volo
Okay.
about where he lives? So the bar that he last was with Floon was called the Skewered Dragon.
And
And-
Floon, and that's in the docks, and
in
North
the
Ward
dock.
is Floon's home.
It's
So-
between Net Street and Fillet Street. So let's pull you over the map.
Hey, Oliver, what's your Discord name?
Just my actual name. Hold on.
So if you scroll
Oh,
down to
there
the
we go.
dock ward, there is an alley between Net Street and Fillet Lane. So this alley right here.
Hold on. Oh, right, further down. Sorry, it's been a while since I've
Okay.
seen this weird map.
Yeah, it's okay. Just kind of explore. I'm gonna keep pinging it. So somewhere down there is where the bar he last saw him, and Floon lives up somewhere in the North Ward. It's inconsequential. What his house is.
But I know, so basically, he's definitely headed north.
From there, you're correct.
Okay. Good. So I have a temptation. I'm like, do I do it? Am I going to be one of those bards? But I'm a charlatan. I want to get in good with people. So
Okay.
I'm going to look at Volo once I've got like a bit more information and just say, I'm a bit aching right now. Would you be so kind to help walk me to my room, dear?
He,
And give a nice wink.
Okay, what the hell is that supposed to mean?
It means I'm attempting to flirt with Volo.
Okay,
Ooh.
interesting.
Because I want friends in all places.
And the best way to make a friend is to fuck
Interesting.
them.
How do I handle this?
That is a
don't
legit
Why
question.
don't you make me a
Woman's
persuasion
Ah.
check?
Come on. Oh!
Stop it, you.
All right,
You
so
dirty, dirty
here's
shit.
what happens. So here's what happens. Volo says.
I do remember Volo saying he did enjoy he did have a love for those who choose to, what was it, defy gender and ascend gender like the gods
Okay,
do.
so he will say. He will take off his
Damn,
hat
Bard.
and hold it, and he says, as a gentleman, I will walk you to your room, absolutely. And he will walk you to your room.
Okay.
Because
Nothing
that's
else
what you
for now.
asked for.
I know,
Nothing
he's
else
not
for
doing-
now.
Nothing
You don't
else for
seduce
now.
the dragon.
Not
Okay?
yet.
Not yet.
Skill
There is
check.
Listen,
don't
There's a
crit.
Listen.
There's a 1 point in the seduced Volo chart.
Listen. I'm just getting them romantic. Listen,
That makes
it's a
perfect
lot
sense.
easier to get favors from someone if they really want you.
Absolutely. So he will walk you up
It's
to
true.
your room.
Hold on, I have to now make that a chart.
So are you really gonna do that, Sistalis? Like we gotta play that kind of stuff out. Don't be typing stuff like that.
Well,
Do you
I didn't
wanna
want to.
really
I didn't want to
notice-
bother y'all's flow.
It's
like,
okay.
while y'all were doing
It's
stuff.
fine.
Because it was just
that's
gonna be like a
over.
one-on-one RP kind of thing.
Right. That's over now. So let's do that.
All right, cool. So, Oliver, I'm gonna knock on your door at night, and I'm gonna ask, "Are you awake? You sleeping yet?"
It's been like 20, 30 minutes.
No,
If that.
not yet. Come on in. It's unlocked.
Okay, so that guy's really sketchy, and I don't trust him.
Yes, and you did quite well. He asked about you. You didn't put everything up front. We talked about that. That was very
Yeah.
good. I was very impressed with you today.
I appreciate that. But yeah, so are we really gonna? I mean, it's nice that he's trying to help and find his friend and everything, but I don't know if this is the right decision to make and to do this.
And you see Oliver let out like a pretty exasperated sigh, and he's like, "Yes, and I won't count that 100 golds at the end before it hatches, so to speak, as well. But it could be an adventure, could be a journey. Let's see where it leads. Maybe best to proceed with caution. I have my apprehensions as well."
Okay, I just wanted to be certain that you and I felt the same way on the subject, so that I didn't take any decisions without your consent into heart.
Like, he kind of lets out like a half chuckle. Like he definitely has a soft spot for this super weird guy who's out of place most of the time. I was like, well,
I make lots of social faux pas, but I grew up in a very strange environment. I'm not dumb, but I don't get a lot of the nuance of society.
it's a prickly path, isn't it? It's not just you,
Odd.
even myself sometimes. So you're doing quite well, though. I think you're right. Best proceed with caution with the short Mario-esque chap downstairs.
Fuck. Yeah. All right. Thank you for your time. I hope you sleep well.
Love the Bolo voice, by the way. That's really well
It
done.
really was fantastic.
All right. So can both of you guys take inspiration?
Yeah,
Sure.
for sure.
Yeah.
I'll put that down.
That's cool. That's cool stuff. And that's why we do these scenes. So, good role play moments. I liked that. Thank you for that, guys. This is what I play. That's why I play D&D is for that stuff.
Lovely.
I don't play D&D for all this crazy stuff. I play it for that.
I've returned.
I'm
Alright.
the only DM. That's why I do it.
All right. So does everybody just kind of make their way to their beds for the night?
Sounds good for me.
My brain is melting a little bit. After I'm walked back, I just want to make. What was it? It was my oil flask that was used, right?
Correct.
Okay. I'm just noting that down for the morning. Other than that, yeah.
Oh, that is important. Yeah.
It was like, hey, I need a flask of oil. That was kind of mine that you used.
Oh, to Durnan? yeah, sure. So Valo, as he walks you to your room, he's very short, much shorter than you, and he says, "Well, I wish you Timora's luck. You might find me here tomorrow night, but I have a business in the morning."
Well, a shame, but I'm certain that we'll be able to at least get a good lead on where your friend might be by then. So you have some good news to see. Well, other good news. And give a flirtatious wink before heading in.
There's a rosying of his chubby cheeks underneath of his beautiful mustache and beard as he turns and walks away from you, and all of you rest.
Yes.
Okay. We're awake now.
Delightful.
Smash cut. Psh. All of you are at the bottom floor of the Yawning Portal. Breakfast is being served. You all meet at a table.
I have better
Do you
makeup
guys,
on.
do you guys get any better makeup on? You said.
I have a disguise kit. I want some. I have like some. I have some like eyeshadow, like some real.
Excellent.
Some rouge on there and
There's
some
like
foundation.
a beautiful half drow that wanders down the stairs.
On fleek.
Tarune, you look fantastic this morning. Is that
Well, thank you.
rouge foundation? Oh, I thought my makeup was good, but that's fantastic.
Yo, that's a good one. Cause he's raised by women.
Yeah, Cynthia taught me very well, but you seem to be a peg above.
Why, thank you. You know, if you ever want, whenever we have more free time, for me to share some tips, I would be glad to.
I love that.
Oh my God, Tarun, take inspiration.
Like, we'll teach you how to be on fleek, boy.
I'd give
Oh,
it back.
yeah.
I'd give it to Sistolis too for that one. That was fire.
Wanna
But you
slay.
can only have one at a time. All right, so
Yeah, I know.
do you guys want to eat breakfast, or it's actually gonna cost you, unfortunately.
I would like to. I forgot the guy's name. Why is my brain melting?
Durnan.
Durnan. I came to my realization that last night the oil used to set the beast on fire was a flask of mine. I know it might be considering it did help defeat the beast, but you wouldn't happen to have a spare I could have in return.
He leans on the bar and puts his shoulder or his hand on his hip, and he kind of looks you up and down, and he says, "You know, you drink all night for free."
Fair enough. Still, I just want to. I always like to make sure. I'd never know when I need to burn something again.
Make a persuasion check.
Bard.
He licks his lips and he kind of mean mugs you a little bit, and from underneath the bar he pulls out a flask of lantern oil, slides it across the bar, puts his hand back on his hip.
Thank you, darling.
Oh God.
All right. So, what would you guys like to do now?
Well, maybe we should have a bite to eat and discuss the plan for today if we are indeed going after Floon.
Mm-hmm.
All right. If you do want drinks and breakfast, it'll be silver piece for everybody. A piece, silver piece, a piece. So 4 silver total.
Okay.
I only have gold.
So silver's
can get it broken up.
How much is it? 10, right?
10.
10, yeah. That's what I thought.
Actually, like I've got this, friends, and I will give 1 piece to Darun and ask for the change to pay for all of our meals.
Yep. That happens.
I'm gonna ask. Can I have that bacon again? That was delightful.
He grins at you and says, "Yeah, I'll have Bonnie fix it up for you right now."
She's a sweet lady. Thank you.
Excellent. So you get your breakfast, you get your chow on. It's okay. It's like oats, like oatmeal kind of, but it's got sausage in it, and then there's some bacon that they make specially for you. Bonnie brings it out and gives you a little kiss on the head.
Oh,
Wait, me?
Yeah, you.
think she likes
Oh,
you.
thank you. You're such a sweet lady. I appreciate you so much.
Good, I'm glad.
You really do have a way with women, don't you?
Honestly, I'm impressed.
The mothers told me I was sweet.
Yes.
Oh, God. This is great. I did not expect this character to be like this at all.
The edge, when the 2 characters with the most angst seem to have the best wholesome.
They're like so wholesome. All right, cool. Excellent. So where do you
suppose
want to
the
begin?
First stopping place should be the Skewered Dragon, then. In
Right,
the
fine.
Docksward.
Last known location. That does make sense.
I might be a bit too fancily dressed for bits like that. Yeah, I can work on it on the way there.
So you
Otherwise,
guys want to
yes.
head to the skewer dragon?
Yeah, dude, let's bibbity on boop that way.
I'm ready.
While headed there, I'm gonna just use my disguise kit to just like cover up a bit, just to not look quite as fancy, motherfucker. Makeup's still on fleek though.
Sure.
Before
Just like
we
a
go,
cloak.
I'm just going to go up to Durnan and ask him, hi, I talked to Bonnie yesterday, and they said since I am incredibly broke, I need money, I need a job. So
Incredibly broke.
they said I could go to you for that.
He says let me think. He says so you want the busser boy job, do ya?
Yes, that.
He looks you up and down and he says well, you don't really look the part.
Right, I'm blue. But I also can put stuff on, like an apron. I mean, there must be other clothes. Doesn't have to be just a trench coat.
He raises an eyebrow at you.
It's probably my fault.
And he says, well, he says, you'd have to get to work tonight.
Tonight? That's
Mhm.
I have to help my well, one's a friend, the others are acquaintances. But yeah, after that, then yeah, I can help.
He says, what are you and your friends doing?
We're looking for a person named Floon. They said there was some up somewhere in the city, and we are going to look for him. He looks like take out the book. He looks like this.
He says, oh yeah, I know that the Floon.
Oh, you do? Wait, where is he?
I haven't seen him. He comes into my bar all the time.
Ah. So he was here. Did he come here? Like, when was the last time you see him? You've seen him
2 nights ago.
2 nights ago. That checks out. Okay. I will go out, be on my way. Thank you.
He grunts at you.
Adventure grunts and adventurer.
I just realized half the party is socially awkward. One is relatively normal, and I'm a bard.
Yeah.
All right,
Oh my God.
so you guys are gonna begin to make your way to the skewer dragon.
Yep.
Okay, so you guys are at the Yawning Portal in the Castle Ward.
Bit of a
It's
walk.
like right below Castle Waterdeep. As you leave the streets, or if you enter out on the streets of the Yawning Portal, you can see the big Castle Waterdeep in the distance. That's this building right here. Actually,
One
I can
day.
go ahead and put that
I'll
up.
scam the people in there.
There you go. All right, and you guys begin making your way towards Snail Street to make your way down to between Fillet Lane and Net Street. And as you make your way towards Snail Street, you're walking through the city, and this is like a fantasy, like London, basically. The streets are cobblestoned, but there are just buildings on top of buildings on top of buildings. Some of them several stories high, rickety, ramshackle in some places, and elegant and nice in others. The streets are hilled, so you guys would be walking downhill towards the dock ward. Because as it goes up and up and up, you get closer to the Mount Waterdeep, and it rises. All of it rises towards the castle. So you're walking down the street, and in the early morning, the sun is just cresting over the horizon. There's still a little bit of fog. The city is bustling and moving. As you begin making your way down Snail Street, you hit the dock ward. And this is probably a familiar place for Oliver and Tarun, especially Tarun. There is ramshackle buildings, abandoned warehouses and stuff. And as you're walking your way down Snail Street, you get right here, right above the dock ward. And you notice this building tucked into the alleyway right there.
The Street of Curtains.
Yeah, no, Spiderweb Alley.
Oh, Opsiter. Got it.
Yeah, and at the end of the alley, like right here or so, there is a building that none of you have ever really seen before. Not that it's new by any means, but you can see that the door is open, and there's this large cloud of purple smoke billowing out of it.
Neat.
Yeah. let me
Oliver,
read
is that
it.
normal?
I've lived here my whole life, and I don't recall ever seeing that building. It does strike me as a
I
bit odd.
lived here for as little time as I could make possible, and I haven't seen that either.
I just got here like a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, me too.
10 days.
Actually,
believe was the count.
I totally lied. That's not where that building is.
Oh,
Oh.
It's actually down here.
The building is moving.
It's actually
Where?
down here on the corner of Snail Street and Fillet Lane. I had to check my notes. That's a different thing. though.
okay. So it's closer. Got it.
It's way closer to the place, actually. Yes, right
Mhm.
there. And it's actually on the corner. So you see this like cloud of purple smoke just trailing out of the shop's door, and you can actually see the building now up close. You can see that there is a deep purple color of the entire facade of this building. The door is a deep purple color. These walls are purple, and above the door there hangs a sign with elaborate purple writing that says "Old Zoblob Shop." Zoblob is as in XOBLOB, Zoblob. You can see that in the front window, there's like a glass window, and there's these purple curtains that hang down so you can't see inside. And hanging in the this little window
Display case area.
display case, yeah, is this beholder, which I'm sure maybe your characters have never really seen a beholder before, but it is a real life
book?
beholder. Yes, it is in the book, but only Professor has
people
even
saw that.
gazed it. Yeah.
But yeah,
And yeah, so this
I
is
looked at
it's
it.
a beholder with one big eye and these limp eye stalks that are hanging from strings. As you notice, it's a taxidermy.
Ah.
And it's got this big purple skin all over it.
Well, this looks
Well,
interesting. Do you
that's
guys
an
want to take
ugly
a quick
fella.
break?
Can I like waft in this purple smoke or try
Absolutely, yeah.
and ascertain what this is?
I'll allow a nature or I'll allow medicine, I guess.
Oh, okay.
I'll allow it.
Yeah,
Do you
you
like
know,
medicine?
the main goal is make sure it's not poison.
Okay, so you smell this smell, and it's actually all of you can smell it, but you kind of take in what it is. But it's very sweet smelling. It smells good. It's got this smoky, sweet kind of almost lavender scent to it, and as
Perfume.
you smell it,
Need some of
it's
that.
some kind of lavender extract. Mixed with some kind of other spice that you're familiar with. It's like it's kind of like marijuana, but it's fantasy marijuana.
ooh,
I think there actually
devil
is a
weed.
fantasy marijuana if you
Yeah.
check Everon for an
It's called
example.
devil weed.
Yeah, there you
Bingo.
go. But it's not. Yeah, it's devil weed. That's exactly what it is. With this lavender extract in it.
Ooh, well, that smells rather dank to me.
oh my god.
Perhaps we should just take a quick look.
That was perfect.
That got
No,
me
that's a
off guard.
liquid.
That was great.
So you guys want to take a look inside?
Yeah, that sounds great.
All right.
I'm super interested.
As you open the door a little more, because it was kind of cracked open, as you open it more, like more smoke begins to fill out, and you kind of squint, and you can make out that every single wall in this entire place is painted purple, or like a deep violet.
I could hide there.
There are shelves upon shelves upon shelves of trinkets and objects. It's like a pawn shop. There's just random array of things, like a flea market. Random shit everywhere. And every single item is some shade of purple.
Ooh.
I have a feeling
see-
whoever lives here would buy me.
Yeah, you see ahead of you at the back of the room, there is countertop, a wooden countertop that has a purple like curtain over it or whatever, like a tablecloth, and there is a figure, a hairless old, no, not hairless. There's an old gnome with grayish skin sitting on top of the counter, cross-legged, and he's got this big, long, white beard that curls up in his lap, and you see there are 10 purple eyes that are painted around his head. Just like a purple eye, a purple eye, a purple eye, a purple eye. 10 purple eye, as in the eye stalks of a beholder, like in the front window. And he sits there with hazed eyes, holding this pipe and emanating smoke out of his ears. Let me show you a little handout. He's shirtless. Let's see if I have a picture of this guy. I sure
Exciting.
do. So that's what he looks like. Big ears, piercings, but he's got these purple eye tattoos around his face. And as he blows at what?
Is this recognizable as like some sort of like religious affiliation? Like, do I know this to be from a temple or a god or something?
Make a religion check.
Sure.
Excellent. You are 100% certain that this is not any religion you have ever heard of.
Hmm.
If it was a religion at all.
Sure.
I'm sorry, just you're 100% sure you don't know.
Yeah, I mean that's all you could get.
Yeah,
but
no, fair.
as he lowers the pipe, he exhales this purple sparkly cloud, and he raises a hand up and looks at you with unblinking eyes, and he says, "Hail and well met. Come,
Hail and well met.
browse the shelves of the most curious curiosity shop in the world."
Oliver, that was not a normal greeting, was it?
No, that does strike me as rather odd, but it's
Alright.
fine. It
I'll
actually
He
do that.
sucks
is.
on his pipe. He
Is it
sucks on his
fine?
pipe.
Like, do I get the feeling everything's okay, or is this like hella creepy?
I don't know. What do you think?
I want to roll an insight check. I don't know.
Make an insight
I-
check. Fine. Make an insight check.
Okay, 14.
What do you think?
It strikes me as more like weird than like we're in danger type of thing.
Right.
And I'll relay that to Stu. It's okay. You have a look.
Okay. I'm gonna go look at his stuff. Alright. Fuck it.
So I go up to him and said, "Question. What do we have around here? Stuff wise?"
He looks at
Items.
you and he sucks on his pipe and he blows it right in your face. He says, "Your
Oh.
skin would look much better purple."
There's an option to change it. Well, purple's not a bad color. I actually do like purple. One of my favorite colors, but I'm fine with blue. Thank you.
That seemed racist.
"Shame," he says, and he puffs on his pipe. Blows it out his ears.
You know, as a rather, I'm trying to think of the word. As a rather gorgeous example of what the color purple can do for one myself, I must say this is quite the excellent shop.
His eyes raise at you as he looks at you, and he says, "Oh, you would sell very well here."
I'm afraid that's not my sort of business these days.
Oh, yes, that's right. You cannot sell people.
Excuse me, but what is exactly you're indulging in on your pipe there? I'm a bit interested myself.
This?
Mhm.
It is devilweed and lavender extract with a little bit of fairy dust.
Ooh.
That sounds like drugs.
As a charlatan who delves into like more criminal, would I know I presume I can at least know devilweed. Do I know what the frick fairy dust is?
I'm gonna say that you don't know.
Okay.
No roll. You don't know.
May I? Are you perhaps selling any of that?
Third shelf from the bottom, aisle 4.
I will. I will walk over and see what's there.
Okay. What? The other two people, Oliver and Professor. What are you guys doing?
So I just go back. Hi, me again. So I'm back to the question I had. What do you have here exactly?
It is a curiosity shop. It's quite curious that everything is purple, isn't it?
Yeah.
Not really. You painted it.
The two responses from the awkward ones.
Nothing. He doesn't. He's just looking directly at Professor, unblinking.
That's some
Okay.
strong stuff.
So a lot of purple. What do you have that is in purple?
Browse the shelves, he says.
Okay, I'll do just that.
I would like
I'll-
to browse this shop.
I'm gonna let everybody browse in just a second. Oliver, what are you
Alright.
doing? Browsing?
Amongst like feeling very on edge and just like so different, like the discipline and like dedication of like medicine and everything's very like structured. This is just like so nebulous that would I know medically what the combination of devilweed, lavender extract, and fairy dust would do to
You
a
have
person?
never heard of fairy dust before in your life. But I mean, devilweed gets you high, you know, like
Sure,
marijuana.
yeah, okay. This does
And
seem
lavender extract, I guess, makes it smell good.
curious indeed. Yeah, I guess I'll just look at the shelves.
All right, everybody roll a D100.
Ooh.
T100.
Oh. Ooh.
Blop.
They gonna roll, gonna roll, gonna roll.
Okay, I'm gonna
Come
tell everybody what they get, and then you can roleplay after that.
Yeah.
That is a D20, my friend.
Oh shoot. Unlucky. What did
All
I
right,
roll again?
so a D100. So, Tarun, you find a small cloth doll with button eyes and like a stitch mouth, and it has these little black piggy tails that come out of its hair. Or not black, it has these little piggy tails that come out with string, and the whole thing is dyed different shades of purple. The buttons are purple, the stitches are purple, the hair that's coming out is purple, and you see there is a bunch of needles poked into it with little purple tips ends. Professor, you see, I just skipped some people, that's okay. Professor, you see a small square box, maybe this big. It doesn't open or close or anything. And it is made out of this material that you do not recognize. It's soft like soap. Or like, you know, it's got like this weird kind of smoothie, soft kind of texture to it. But it's also really warm when you touch it. But it is completely purple.
So I
33 is so Oliver, you find a glass vial that is tinted purple. There is a purple cork in the top of it, and there is about 80, 90, 100 fingernail clippings that are dyed purple.
yuckers.
Oh man.
And Sistolis, you find this size, you know, maybe like 6 inches by 2 inches wide, sharp tooth that must have came out of a creature's mouth that was massive, and it is
Neat.
completely purple.
I assumed.
Yep.
Sounds like a band name, Purple Tooth.
So that is all the stuff that you guys find.
What about, do I find the drugs?
Can I
Oh
buy
yeah,
this
I
tooth?
forgot about that. So next to the object that I told you about, there is a small purple satchel. I mean, it's maybe this big.
Hmm. How much does their price tag?
I gotta see that real quick. No.
Uh, hmm. I guess I'll take the doll and the voodoo looking doll and the pouch back to the dude and be like, "How much for these, my good friend?"
He looks over it and he says, "Oh, excellent choices. You know, in that bag is devilweed mixed with lavender mixed with fairy dust. Did you know that?"
Yes, you told me, my friend.
Oh, very good. It will cost you 5 gold pieces.
What if I offered you a very unique
A very unique what?
trade?
What do you have?
A touch of, and I'm going to pull out from my like some purple lipstick.
All right.
Uh.
He will stick his hand out, and you give it to him, and he takes it, pops the top off of it. He looks at it,
Please
puts
tell
it
me-
on his mouth, puts the cap back on it, and he says, 3 gold.
I will hand him 3 gold.
Excellent. Very good. Okay. Anybody else?
Yeah, I want this tooth. It's kind of cool. I like how purple it is.
Oh, very good choice. That will cost you a single gold piece.
Ah, fair trade. Here you go, buddy. You're a weird
Thank
one, but I
you.
like you.
I like you too, my dear.
You didn't have to lean so close. Please don't do that again.
Oh yeah, he was so close. His nose was touching your nose.
That was uncomfortable.
God.
I'll kill you.
Oh.
No.
Not
Alright.
when I'm a witness, please.
Fair.
So, like, I just like keep fidgeting around with this cube. I'll take my jar and it's like, Rathnor, what do you think of this? Like, I'll open the jar, he'll just like feel it. He'll just like shrug. I just said, yeah. I'll just put it back and I said, I'm okay. Well, I'm fine with with nothing right now. Just you guys do what you want to do. I'll just go back to reading Volo's guide.
Excellent. Oliver, would you like to purchase your toenail clippings?
Oh God.
Shaking it, and it seems rather odd. I couldn't fathom what this is possibly used for, or where he possibly got this thing. And I will have to discuss. And this is a man who like cuts people open, sews up like really
Right.
gory people. Like rather disgusted, just nestle it back on the shelf. No, I
Excellent.
don't think I will be purchasing, but thank you.
Yeah, I didn't like that either. It looked awful. My tooth is kind of cool though.
He says,
It is
Big
pretty
tooth.
cool.
fate has brought you to my shop today. I thank you. And he bows.
Bow as well.
I'm just gonna blow a kiss and walk away.
What was his name? What was your name?
Oh, you never
Zoblo.
asked, friend.
Hi, I'm Sistillus. What's your name?
Well, your friend was right. My name is Old Zoblub. Well,
Okay.
at least I think that's what my name is. What is a name?
I'm going away now. Thank you.
I have purchased some strong shit, I think. I am probably going. There's some rich noble who's gonna pay me exorbitant amounts for this. Yep.
All right. So
He
you
reminds me of my mother, Tamley. She was always like that.
Hold on. How do you spell that name? I need to add that to the list.
Tamley. T-A-M-I-L-I.
But before I leave, and perhaps I can't tell if this is curiosity or just idiocy at this point, Zoblob, do you have anything in the realm of healing? Any
man.
curiosities that would
He
spark
gets
some
this
sort of
expression on his face like, and he says, "Yes, my boy.
dear?
Come here, come
What have
here.
I done?
Come to
Oh, just stay close, and I'll kind of reluctantly get right up into him.
Yeah. He says, "Closer, closer."
Casually hand on dagger.
And he just
Okay.
gives you a big hug.
Oh,
I don't like this.
He
okay.
starts patting you on the back. He's like, "Did that do the healing?"
In a matter of speaking, yes, it did. Thank you, my friend.
Well, let me
I like
know
you more now.
if I can help you with anything.
Right. We will sure to stop by again. Jen, I think we should be leaving though, gentlemen.
I agree.
Much
Let's
to do
go.
today.
Holy
I liked how friendly he was. But he was a fucking freak.
Quickly try and usher everyone, pull the professor out of his book that he's clearly lost in, and get out the door.
Yep, absolutely.
Ah.
So as you make your way out, you realize that you are actually in the alley now that is between Fillet Lane and Net Street, where the Skewered Dragon Inn and Tavern is. It's right down the street.
Cool.
So you guys begin walking down the street towards the Skewered Dragon. Is that what it is?
Quite
That's where we had left
serendipitous.
him, excuse me, I'm trying to keep it track in my head. How many mothers did you say you had?
265.
My God.
Do you remember the names of all of them?
Yeah.
I'm impressed.
You don't remember your mother's name?
Well, my only mother's dead, so. But yes, I
She
do
still has a
remember.
name. Some of my mothers have been dead too.
True.
Not everyone lives.
I
Oh, no, my
really don't
father's
like this
family.
conversation.
Fair enough.
All right. So you guys begin to head towards what you would think is where it's Volo described the Skewered Dragon. And as you see it, we get this camera shot that shows you guys' backs. Oh no, it shows you guys' faces, right? As you all look in confusion. As the camera turns from your faces around to this building, you can see that this place is almost like a ruin. There is both of its front-facing windows have been smashed out. There is cave-in on one side of the building where wood and stuff is fallen in, and lodged into the roof is this giant anchor, like a ship's anchor, that's just lodged into the roof. Through the windows, you can see a couple of haggard patrons drinking from these massive tankers, but very few, because it's early morning.
Huh. You know, this might be the best looking inn I've seen in this ward in my entire life.
That's awful.
Hilarious.
Well, I suppose we should go inside then.
Just gonna keep walking along.
Yeah. Fuck it. Bibbidi bobbidi boop on in that place.
So once you guys kind of step in, you notice that every patron that is in this bar looks at you when you walk in. There may be between 8 and 12 patrons that are in there. They all just look at you, and they all look like haggard sailors and pirates, maybe. There is a dwarf with big, strong, burly, hairy arms, with a large tattoo anchor on her forearm, is cleaning out a mug behind the bar, and she spits in it and keeps shining it as you guys enter.
That's unsanitary.
I would recommend you remain a bit more quiet in this place, Professor. Your way of speaking might not be as well accepted in a place like this. You understand?
Oh, okay. Let's go
All right.
back to
On
my
that note, I'm gonna go up to the barkeep. Good morning, ma'am. We're looking for a prostitute named Flynn.
Oh god. She
The preferred term is gigolo, but that's fine.
Or actually, these days it's usually a man of the night thing, but semantics.
Yeah, so she raises a giant bushy eyebrow at you, and she says, Falloon, you say?
Yep.
Does he owe you money?
One of his friends paid us to find him.
His friend?
Yeah, the Volo guy, kind of weird.
Volo! And she
Yeah,
spits on the ground.
Me too. I didn't like him either, but he has money, so
Wait a minute. So Volo paid you to find Falloon?
you are following my sentence. Yes.
What do you
Yeah,
want?
me too. Have you seen him? Maybe.
Eh.
Eh?
Ever since Volo hasn't paid his bar tab, my memory's been a bit foggy.
You want me to punch him in the face for you?
What?
That'd be nice, but really I'd like my money.
I'll tell him to come pay you. If he has money to pay us, he's got to have money to pay you, right?
I would like to approach this. Excuse me. Maybe I can try to persuade. I'm a bit of a local, well, from this ward especially. And I'm going to look at them and say, this is a male or female dwarf? I gotta check.
Female.
Female.
Okay. Just have to check. It's a bit difficult with dwarves, you know.
Yeah, it is. It's very difficult with this one, especially.
I think she's beautiful.
Excuse me. Burly. Just do they remind you of one of the mothers?
Come on. Get
Only
into it.
7.
Sorry. Have I lost it? Oh yeah. I know you might not have your best wills with Volo, but Floon surely it has a bit of a better reputation. It is.
He's
been
friends with
missing-
Volo.
True. However, he's been missing for 2 days, and I mean, a grieving man makes no money. So, I will pull out a single gold piece and says, but to not waste your time, perhaps I can give you at least the sum of what is owed to have information on him.
Roll a persuasion check.
Damn it.
I would like to use my inspiration.
Fair. Okay. All right. So I guess it's the 11 then.
Thank you, please.
I think you're supposed to keep that other one. You know what? You are, and that's my call right now.
Fuck.
I'm making the call
I
right
should
now.
not have opened my mouth.
Yeah, no, because you're right. I now that I see it on the screen, I'm recalling how I play my game. You keep the second one.
Yeah, that's usually how it works.
You keep the second roll. It's like a re-roll.
My
like
hubris has
you change the
slapped my
fates.
ass.
Yeah, it's not advantage. It's just
So
reroll.
she scoffs and she says, "He owes me 50 of these."
Ah. We'll pause a bit. Seeming to contemplate. Well, very well. I was promised by them, and I'm making and me and my friends 100 gold each if we bring the friend back alive. I am willing to give you my cut, as I am more after the favor of one who gets around.
So let me ask you, the player.
Mhm.
Are you lying?
No.
No, you're really gonna give her the cut?
Yeah, he's not usually going to this, but the thing is,
Let me take some notes real quick.
the thing is, this isn't just earning Volo's favor. This is
Now
earning
you're
her
getting
favor.
hers. All right.
Very true.
All right.
It's a smart way to
So,
play it. Yeah.
Make a persuasion check again, but I don't want to give you. I'm gonna say disadvantage. Sorry, you're skill dogpiling. The state of the game has not since changed. You're offering her money for services. I'm gonna say disadvantage.
24.
Jeez.
24 and 25.
Amen. So she She looks you up and down. I don't know why, but I just trust your face. She spits in her hand and sticks it out for you.
I will do
Oh,
the
God.
same and shake.
Excellent. Excellent. She shakes your hand and she says, "What do you want to know?"
I need to know, after Volo left the 2 nights ago, when did Floon leave, and was anyone with them? And a sort of idea of
Two
direction would
nights
be
ago.
helpful.
Yeah, I remember seeing Volo and Floon together here. They were playing Three Dragon Ante, I think. Gambling. I saw Volo leave after about an hour. I think he like went broke, and I tried to chase him out, but he's a slippery one, that Volo.
Yeah.
After a while, I watched Flooney. He waited like he was waiting for someone, and after about an hour or so, another gentleman came in. I recognized him. Not someone that should be around this part of town.
Mm.
His name's Renaer Neverember. Renaer. Renaer
that
Neverember.
R-E-N... I'm sorry, one more time.
Are they
R-E-N...
related to the Never Ember who was kicked out?
She nods. She says, "It's his son." Not the kind of guy that should be hanging around the dock ward. Chip off the old block, that one. Just another spoiled rich noble who likes to rub our noses in it.
Yeah, tell me about it.
And what? Their money?
Sorry,
Right,
he's
you.
a far traveler of sorts. You know how they be.
And when the Neverember boy showed up, they stuck around and played some more, gambled a little more. And when they were a couple more drinks in, they left. And then she kind of grins. There was 5 men who followed him out.
Ah,
Ooh.
any idea where they might have been headed?
She shrugs. That Neverember boy probably got his.
Hopefully none of the coin went to waste.
She laughs.
Well, gentlemen, I see we have our next lead.
We're making progress. This is good.
I'm gonna toss her just a coin of gold, for the time.
She
And
takes it and bites on it and looks at it and stuffs it in her trousers.
oh, before I go, might I get your name? I'd like to know
She says
who's in good.
her name is...
Sorry for having to make
Oops,
you make up the
close
name.
it. No, you don't. I have a name for her.
Oh,
It
sweet.
is Tilda. I think it's her. I have to find my notes. I accidentally closed out of them. Tilda Longleaf.
Oh, okay.
You're as beautiful as your name, ma'am. Thank you for your time.
You're a sweet one.
I know.
Apparently, he has many mothers.
A lot.
I will give a shrug and walk off.
She says, no, nothing. That's it.
Hilda, these men that followed them out weren't regulars by any chance. Did you recognize them at all?
Maybe 1 or 2 of them are regulars, but I don't know their names. They keep to themselves. They always wear
Maybe
armor and big cloaks,
Oh.
like leather armor. She'll say light armor is what she'll say.
and I suppose you wouldn't know which part of town they generally hang around in either then.
She shrugs.
None of them would have happened to have any eye tattoos or anything like that, would they?
She says, no, but now that you mention it, I think one of them I did see a tattoo. Black snake with wings.
At this point, Oliver will take off his gloves, and he has the red rope tattoo of the Ilmater, and says, and what about you? Where did you get your ink?
She says, I was on a ship. The oh fuck, what's it called? The something elf. Singing elf. No, the singing elf. I was on a ship called the Singing Elf for 15 years of my life. That's where I got it. Crewmate of mine.
Must be talented to make it such quality at sea. On the ship.
She shrugs.
Any ideas of a place around here that could give me a touch up?
That's a good question. I don't know. Maybe. She says, probably somewhere in the dock ward, yeah. Somewhere. She hasn't been there, but probably somewhere in the dock ward.
I'm sure we could ask around and find
Would
a nice
I
parlor
know?
for you.
Because I would have gotten a lot of my first tattoos.
Yeah,
in
you know what?
Dockwork.
Fine. Yes. On Cod Lane, there's a place where a guy does like dope stick and pokes.
Okay.
I'm so tired of this fucking shit.
I can show you. I will look at our doctor. I've actually gotten there. It's on Cod Lane. We'll check. We can check it out once we have made sure that Floon is returned and we get our pay.
Yeah, she says, well, when they left, they went towards Snail Street.
Ah. Perfect.
I'm listening like very closely to this. Do you mind if I just like roll perception check just to look around?
What? For what? What are you looking for?
Just like anything of interest, maybe like some people.
People
I mean,
listening
there
in.
are
people.
patrons in this bar, yes.
Do I see anything like anything about them that like piques my interest? That like something abnormal?
Not specifically, no.
Okay, that's really all I want to know. So I'll just keep
But
listening.
can you make me actually, let's say, I don't know, I want it to be like, what's a good skill for you? Let me look at you real quick. 'Cause I do want you to roll something real quick.
Good question. What street was it on they were headed towards again?
Snail Street,
Oh, where we came from.
where you came from. That's exactly right. How about an investigation check from the
Yeah.
professor? Put 1 and 1 together for me. Make 2, all right? Yep, never mind.
I rolled unlucky.
1 and 1 makes 1. All right,
Yep.
so what's the next step, guys?
Guess we have to retrace our steps a bit and keep an eye out.
Yes, maybe we best walk and talk. A lot of wandering ears in this place, I suspect.
Yeah.
That's just effort about. But yeah, you have a point.
I'll start to lead them out of the bar as if maybe we should talk about our whole plan and whole life in the middle
Yeah.
of this
right.
definitely seedy place.
Yeah, for sure, CD. All of the patrons kind of mean mug you guys as you walk out, especially Professor. He looks strange.
I would just give a sailor goodbye. It's a little nod.
Salute.
Yeah.
Sure. All right, and you make your way out.
Well, I was thinking maybe we could link up with this tattoo artist of yours and see if the snake tattoo rings any bells, or I don't know, perhaps we just go up Snail Street and start knocking on doors.
I would recommend we check for any good as someone who's lived here, there are certain alleys that you look down and you can tell that's a good ambush spot.
That's a good point.
And so they likely would be near there. But the tattoo idea.
Honestly, you guys are in one for sure.
Yeah.
You can see that purple X, right? That's where you guys are. You're in this alley that connects these streets.
True. We might want to check a look around here and see if there's anywhere. Because the thing is, it's not necessarily the attacking that's the issue. It is disposing of or moving unconscious bodies or dead bodies.
Can I take a look at the street and see if there's any I mean, I guess if this was 2 days ago, but any discernible drag prints?
Sure. So
or...
something that you do is you look down the direction that you came, and the first thing that catches your eye is a strange purple shop with a purple door with purple smoke coming out of it.
Yeah.
But no discernible tracks or anything on this cobblestone street.
Is there? So Bonnie did say that there was for magical items, sort of like anything like a potion shop or anything like that. Could we possibly look for one? Maybe.
Not in this part of town. You're not going to find anything. I think the most magical entire area was that gnome.
Because he must be flamboyant and he's going to be near people, as this guy looks so lovely put it, a prostitute. Maybe be around, not necessarily seedy underbelly areas, but maybe around near some more higher class to maybe sucker them out or do other stuff. So maybe something around those different types of shop. He could be somewhere near there.
Wait. The prostitute was waiting for a noble.
Ah. So. Okay.
We should check the back alleys because they're both very drunk and that can go very far very quickly.
Actually, you know what? Something that I didn't mention that I feel like I should. A little bit of information. While you were talking to Tilda, and she just said, "Oh," and then Renaer Neverember came in, right? She also mentioned. She says, she's seen them together before, and she always gets them confused because they look very similar.
Okay, so
they're both gingers, for sure.
Just like my ex-wife.
So many questions.
I don't think
that wasn't in character. I'm sorry.
I don't think one of them made it out of the dock ward that night, or both.
That
Or
could
perhaps they're just doing switches.
What?
We have a case of the wrong person being nabbed. Now that I look down the street and see our friend's shop, maybe old Zoblop would have some answers for us.
I doubt that, but it doesn't
He
hurt
might
to
have.
ask.
What we need.
Well,
to
here's the thing. With in my experience, it's usually the odd ones who are to his degree that are ignored, and that's because of that they can often see stuff. So let's go talk to him and see if he saw anything recently.
Okay.
Someone was coming out of this bar, they'd have to go right past his shop.
Mm-hmm.
That's totally true.
Well, pull out my map of the city. I mean, there's still 5 different directions they could go from this location.
They said they were going to Snail Street.
Yes, that she was.
Well,
said they
but there's
walked
many
towards Snail
paths
Street.
to Snail Street. Doesn't necessarily have to follow Fillet Lane.
That's true.
If you're drunk, you're not going to take a complicated path. I speak from experience. Drunk people
Fair.
are very loose on point.
Fair.
Probably
Lead
no
on.
harm in asking, anyways.
Yes, so I guess we'll head that way.
All right, you guys head back towards the purple shop with the purple smoke, with the purple door, and when you guys see this stuffed beholder in the window, you notice that its eyes seem to be in a different place than they were before, which is kind of strange. But they're hanging from strings, so they could have just moved by themselves.
It's considered an object, right?
It is, yeah, totally.
Hold on, I might mess with it slightly.
Okay.
I just need to really quick read my. If I can anywhere near successfully. Where is it? Spells. I'm just gonna click this to pull it up. It is I presume the stuffed beholder has been painted purple.
No, you are incorrect when you assume that. Its actual skin is purple.
What color is the eyes?
The eyes are all different colors. Different shades of purple. They're all purple.
Can I make? I want to make as many eyes as can fit in a 10-foot range.
Yes, you get the whole thing. Excellent.
It is now purple-eyed.
Purple-eyed. Excellent. Excellent. Yeah. Now it looks even creepier.
Oh my god.
That went. Okay, next time I'll try different shades. Oh well. I will head in.
Why?
So, go ahead.
Oliver's watching him like fuck with this thing, like literally for no reason.
I just snap my fingers. Purple. It's purple.
And I pull up to Tarun and I kind of like come up behind him to like massage his back a little bit and like press in and say, you know, you are quite the talker here. You put that tongue to use, and I'll cast guidance on him as I'm like touching him and massaging his shoulders and loosening him up.
Excellent. So you guys step into the purple haze of the old Zoblob shop, and when you enter, you see the same old Zoblob with his legs crossed in the same exact position you saw him in, 30 minutes ago, whatever long, and when you enter, he sticks up a hand and he says, "Hail and well met. Come browse the shelves of the most curious curiosity shop in the world."
Hi,
Yes.
we're already here before, like, very recent. We're asked around, have you heard of Rainier Neverburn?
Never.
He
Never
blows.
Never ever.
He inhales on his pipe and he says, "Your skin would look much better if it was purple."
Fuck.
I think hold on. I think I know how to get through to him. Don't worry. I've experience with with these sort of tastes. Good Sir Zoblob, would you have happened to see a couple of ginger fellows walk past your shop within the past couple days? Hairs that were red, which could use some blue to make them purple.
He thinks. You see him scratch his big, long, white beard as he rubs it a little bit. And when he rubs it, you notice something moves around inside of it, but you can't really tell what it is. And he kind of thinks, and he says, "I do recall seeing 2 gentlemen with red hair recently. Maybe how many nights?" And then he like
2.
stares off into space. And you say 2, and he says, "Yes, that was it."
Did you catch what direction they were headed? Or if anyone interacted with them? Say a group of people?
Why don't you make a persuasion check?
Plus 1d4.
Okay.
Holy
Do I need
crap.
that D4?
If you want to, you get to choose within a minute. 6. All right, excellent. He says,
It's my purple. He can't resist it.
"I do remember seeing these fellows. They were beaten to an inch to their life right in front of my shop."
Oh. And you
he
did
sucks
nothing?
in on his pipe. What was I supposed to do?
Perhaps not be weak.
Oh, no,
You
call someone.
Let him finish his story first. May you
Mm.
continue, good sir.
These men, there was... And he begins counting on his fingers. There was 5 of them. Black cloaks. Black leather armor. Yes. They attacked both of these gentlemen. I thought they were brothers.
Why would you think they were brothers if they were punching each other?
No, the two ginger gentlemen.
Oh, that makes
They
sense.
got the dudes got jumped.
Do you know where they brought these gentlemen?
He scratches his beard.
What is the direction?
He says, I did recognize one of the gentlemen. Or I did recognize something about the gentleman that jumped them. And then as he's scratching his beard, he keeps scratching it, and then now he's suddenly just staring off into space.
Hello?
He shakes. What was I saying?
There was the gentleman who got jumped about 2 days ago. You
Oh,
recognize one of the
yes.
assailants.
Yes. He had a tattoo. One that looked familiar.
What did it look
Black serpent.
Can I help you?
like? Did it perhaps look like a gang symbol?
He kind of shrugs. It had wings. And I've seen it before, you see. On Candle Lane.
Candle Lane, okay.
There's a warehouse that has that symbol painted on its doors.
Tarun is going to grin. Oh, wait, I already got makeup on, and I'm gonna give the gnome a hug. I give him a kiss on the forehead, which probably leaves purple because I have various shades of purple lipstick.
Yep.
Tarun, you don't know where he's been.
He looks up at you and he says,
Thank you, my friend.
"Please don't touch me ever again."
My apologies.
He takes a big puff out of his pipe and he says, "This is devil's weed and lavender extract with fairy
God
dust."
damn it.
Okay, I gotta roll an insight check. Is this guy just fucking with us?
Oh my god.
Make an insight check. You can make an insight check or a medicine check, whichever one you want to roll.
I'll roll insight because he's like repeating the same things. He hugged me, but then he said, "Don't like." It seems like he's kind of fucking.
I did give him a kiss on the forehead.
All right, so
Maybe he's just stoned. I don't know.
So you can tell, because that's not a bad insight roll. He is it could be the drug induced, but from your great medicine check earlier about like you knowing it was devil weed and stuff, that's probably not what's doing it to him. You think he's probably insane,
Oh,
like he's
Some
clinically
psychosis.
mad. Yeah.
Clinically mad. Oh my god.
I'll just lean over to Tarun and say, "Make sure you take it easy on that thing you bought earlier."
Oh, it's
Referring
not
to
for
the
me.
bag of weed.
We'll be on our way then. I hope you have many purple days ahead of you. And go to leave.
Yep.
What a good compliment.
As you turn to leave, all of these 10 little circly dots on his face, they're like painted on him. They all appear to blink for a second. And you're like, "What the fuck?" And you turn back, same old.
This tattoo that he said, or not the tattoo, yeah, the black serpent with wings tattoo.
Hmm.
He said it's scrawled or painted on the warehouse doors. Growing up in the city, does this mean anything to me? Is this like a notorious gang or something, or is it just?
Why don't both you and Tarun make a history check?
Actually, you know what? I'm feeling a little inspired about this. I'm gonna use my
Use your
inspiration.
inspiration. Okay, well, that was even not as good.
No, that
Damn.
was Tarun's his second one.
Oh, okay.
Slightly
Oh, I
better.
see. Yeah, that is better. Okay, so
Slightly.
interesting. So,
I did grow up
You know
specifically
what?
in the docks. So that
I
helps.
know, and so that does help. So actually, I'll say Tarun and Oliver. The symbol is actually been in the Waterdeep newspaper
Ooh.
as the symbol for the Zentarum. Zhentarim. Zentarum. But you don't know much about it. You just know it is not even a gang. It's like a shady company.
They got
Like-
some shenanigans going on, I hear.
Like mercenary company.
You know, your check's not great, so
Okay.
you don't really know.
Like I said, shenanigans.
Shady shenanigans. Got it.
Bingo.
Yep. All right, what's next?
I guess we head to Candle Street.
Bibbity bobbity boop on in that direction.
As we're heading out, though, I'm going to look at who's the one who said, who was like doubted.
I'm sorry,
was that?
your mic cut out, love.
Make sure it's good. Who was it that was like questioning if the gnome would have seen them? Because I don't know why I keep saying it.
Straight up, me.
Yep.
I'm gonna look at good old Steak Boy. I told you. No one pays much mind to the weird ones. They see things.
I just didn't expect him to be conscious of anything.
You know,
With that many eyes, at least imagery, he's got to have something open.
Do you know only two of them were real, right? The others were painted on.
I'm gonna look. Is the eyes in a different position again?
Of the beholder?
Yeah.
No, not since you entered.
Okay. Well, those are no longer purple. They're
Okay,
back to
so I'm
normal.
pinging on the
Yeah.
map. There is Candle Lane right there.
Candle Lane.
Lane.
I wrote down street by accident.
So you would have to
Got it.
go up the way of the dragon to get there.
Oh my.
So as you guys are walking up the way of the dragon, you can see in the middle of the street, there is, let's see. Here we go. You see that in the middle of the street, up ahead of you, there is a crowd of people. Just in the middle of the street. There's a dray that's being blocked. One of these carriages is being blocked. And you can see that all of these people most of the people that are there are City Watch. The street is being cordoned off. They're setting up little wooden fence post kind of things in the middle of the street, and they're cordoning off the street.
Ooh. Is there an alternative route?
well, I feel like we should ask, like, what's happening exactly.
Perhaps we should inquire.
You all go ahead and ask. I will be behind you.
Okay, I'll do that.
I wonder why.
Just gonna
All right.
clap my hands, just rub them together, and walk up to one of them.
Excellent. So, as you approach, you can see that there's a small crowd of people in the early morning, and lying behind all of these city watch guards, lying on the cobblestones in the middle of the street, are about a half dozen corpses.
Oh,
Are any of them ginger?
Hold up.
Sorry.
They seem to be the victims of some kind of skirmish. You can see that there is a small pile of weapons off to the side of the street that guards are picking through and counting. And you can see that there are 3 arrested, blood-drenched humans in, like, black leather armor. And they each have their hands behind their back, and there is a City Watch officer talking to them, like interrogating them possibly. And as you get closer, one of the guards that is one of the City Watch that is guarding the street, he says, "Get on now, nothing to see here."
I look over to Tyrone. We were looking for people with black leather armor, possibly part of that gang.
Talk to me right now.
Okay. I just go over to Oliver. Hello. Okay, we're just gonna swap over here.
Swap to the other normal guy in the party.
I am making sure that I am the least.
Don't
Sure.
fucking talk to me, you narc.
So were we supposed to look for people in like black clothing, probably part of a gang that jumped Renier? So could these possibly be the guys?
Yeah, very astute. It seems like these are almost certainly them. But perhaps we should listen from afar. These City Watch gentlemen seem to be a little standoffish at the moment. And now, is there like a way? Is there like a crowd of people that are like gathered around this?
There's a couple of stragglers that like probably live nearby that are standing on their stoops.
Is it possible to stand in like a semi-inconspicuous way just to try and like overhear this like interrogation with the people that are?
You cannot hear the interrogation. No.
Okay.
They're far enough away, but you can maybe hear what some of the guards are talking about, or talk to some of the people that may have witnessed it, or possibly check the bodies from a distance, because right now you can't see the bodies really clearly.
If I can kind of just like walk around and eavesdrop and just see what the scoop is so far.
Sure.
Doop-a-doop.
What is everybody else doing?
Friend, do you think your octopus could sneak over there and take a good look and come back and talk to us about it? I know that certain cephalopods have dynamic camouflage that allow them to mimic their own surroundings. Perhaps they could sneak over there.
What the fuck?
Marnie used to be a marine biologist.
Okay, hold on. Which mother's name is that?
Marnie.
Marnie Marine Bio. Oh, checks out.
Thank you. I appreciate. I'm coming up with this shit on the fly. Like,
I'm gonna have references. Oh yes, you know about sharks. I presume that was from Marnie as well.
hopefully by the end of the campaign, I will have 265 names.
Excellent. But come on, what is everybody else doing?
I presume I don't actually have like wanted friends.
What's that?
It cut out for a bit.
I presume I don't. I'm mostly just playing it safe, so I don't actually have a wanted thing. But if they really, do they seem dead set on trying to listen in?
It seems that way. So you actually, Professor, Sisyllus was asking you if you wanted to send your octopus to go investigate.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't hear. It was kind of iffy. Yes, I will do that. Okay, so I'll just take out my
Do
bag.
you want to do that though?
But yeah, on a note, I said I don't know like the abilities of your familiar. I just know it was maybe it has something that I don't know about. You know what I'm saying?
Because I was
Like
gonna
maybe
say
you
that
might have invisibility as a spell and cast it on it. I don't know what
have
you got,
invisibility
homie.
yet.
All right.
But I mean, you can check my sheet. It's usually like all my spells there. Like I have Mind Sliver, Mage Hand, and Ray of Frost. But for Garathnor, he can camouflage, but let me check. I don't know if that's only underwater or not.
Fair. That would make
If
sense.
it is necessary for a distraction, I do.
I actually wrote a paper on cephalopod dynamic camouflage in college.
Oh, really?
That was great.
But it's squids. It's squids, not octopi.
Oliver,
usually.
can you roll a perception check for me? Or investigation? It depends. Are you trying to like get the scoop from the people around, or are you trying to get the scoop from like eavesdropping?
Eavesdropping, if possible, from the guards. I want to get it from the horse's mouth, if possible.
All right, make a perception check then.
It can only be camouflage underwater, so it cannot.
Ah,
All right.
understandable.
So Oliver, you kind of slyly wander up, and you got your arms crossed, leaned up against a wall, and you can actually hear one of the guards that is dragging one of these bodies. He's talking to another guard, and he says, "Oh, this is probably another fight between the Xanathar and the Zentarum."
Should I need a page?
Between the Xanathar and the
Zentarum.
Oh, from before. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
And he, drags the body. And you can actually kind of make out that this body is a half-orc that he's dragging right now. And this one is not wearing, like, the same kind of black leather as the figures that are arrested.
Oh,
They're wearing, like, reddish, like, hued armor.
that's
Hued
nice
armor.
shot.
What is the color of the crown's guards? Like, what are they wearing?
So I think they were yellow. Hold up, I have a handout for these guys. I think. Let's see if I can find it.
At the very least, they usually wear chain, I think, right?
Yes.
So-
Yes.
This was red leather armor, or
City Watch. Yeah. Yeah, red leather. Here you
red,
go.
okay. So it may not
this
be.
is what the City Watch looks like. They have
Oh,
like
look at them! Oh, they're
Yeah.
so cute.
yeah, and they got these metal helms on with this yellow and green and white robes.
Cute. So red leather. Like, I'll turn over to Oliver. So definitely not Crown's Guard, but something of like that kind of reddish armor could be part of a guild, a clan, something like that.
Yes, it seems that the black are indeed the Gentile that we were looking at earlier, but do you know anything about, and there's this kind of like cone of silence, like I'm not like saying this loudly
No,
for the
right.
guard.
Yeah,
This is like
right.
just to the professor, like face to face. Do you know anything about Xanathar?
Wait, Xanathar?
Would I know anything about that, being from the city?
I'm not gonna let you roll because probably not.
Okay, no, fair enough.
Like even if you get a natural 20, I think it's very unlikely that your character would have heard of this.
Sure, okay.
Would
Skill
a
checks don't
criminal-
crit.
Would a criminal is short
w-
no? for how it hits?
Yeah. I'm gonna say make a history check. But you're not. If you get a natural 20, you're not gonna get everything that there is. Okay.
I'm gonna get
so
something.
you're gonna get
Good.
something, right? So you've heard of it, and for the past, I don't know. Oh, so something I forgot to tell you guys. So the Forgotten Realms doesn't have a 7-day week; they have a 10-day week, and they call it
10 day.
10-day. That's right.
And there's three
So-
10 days per month.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
12
Oh.
months, and with the exception of 4 holiday days and 1 fifth one.
Right.
Ooh.
So
Sorry, I really love the calendar.
yeah, it's really good. One of the months is called Flame Rule.
I know.
Yeah. But you guys are actually in the spring right now, which is important, which I should have mentioned before. But
Oh yes,
so
spring fashion.
yes, that's exactly right. But you've for the past 3 or 4 10-day, there's been a surge of like literal violence in the street, just like this, which is completely unheard of in Waterdeep. And you've heard the name Xanathar. The Xanathar Guild is actually what you have heard. The Xanathar Guild.
Xanathar Guild.
Yeah, whispered in the dark alleys and stuff like that.
Question. Actually, I'll let them do their talking first, then I'll ask my question.
So, okay, Xanathar, I don't know anything about that.
No.
I would. Okay, just putting it, two and two together. Red armor. We're looking for a guy named Rainier. Never Ember. Ember, the color of fire. Fire is red and orange and sometimes blue. Point is, maybe this could be part of it. We could ask, like, I mean, does this noble have enough power to have kind of a militia or type of guild with him to be able to have
Oh
people like
no,
this?
probably not. So his dad, well, I mean, you don't know this, right? But his dad was once the Open Lord, but was ousted. As we discussed in the session 0. The only militia or army that exists in the city is called the City Guard. So there's the City Watch and the City Guard, and they're the like military force of the place. But there is no other like personal military force. No.
Okay. So it wouldn't be somebody of him, but this could be definitely people from another guild, maybe feuding, something like that.
Perhaps this conversation is better suited for a pub. Sistelis, where are you?
I'm just standing next to you.
Okay.
Ah,
Is there a guard who looks like uninterested in this? Like, ugh, fuck this stuff.
Why don't you make a perception check? There are a couple of guards that are just kind of holding the line. They're like making sure people don't get too close. There's also a guard that's walking around, a city watch that's walking around like a dwarf fellow who's interrogating witnesses.
Trying to think how I want to approach this. Okay. I'm gonna disguise myself, make up off more of a casual, serious look. Try to see if I can
Okay.
make that real quick.
Sure.
Nothing like major, just like don't look like I'm here to strut my stuff. Essentially.
Right. Wipe the lipstick, smudge the shadow. Gotcha.
Right.
And I'm going to while he's not like, but while he's like between witnesses, walk up. Excuse me, good sir. Some friends and I were looking for two people who well, appears to have gone missing, according to a friend of theirs, who we believe were followed by some Zentarum-looking individuals. Do you know if we could perhaps make sure that none of the bodies belong to the friends,
He cocks his head at you and
or
he says,
give you a description?
if there's a missing persons, bring it to your nearest city watch post. They can take care of it.
Okay, understood. Well, okay then. He's gonna Simons is updated then. Well, it was worth a shot, I guess, to see if I needed help. Best of luck in your work, and I will walk away. Just like
Okay.
I'm not gonna risk any further than that.
Yeah.
All right.
And approach the others and say, "Well, looks like our friends might have been caught up a little bit in that violence, but there's definitely no bodies. We should probably check our lead and see if they're there. Although I would not be surprised to find this changing of hands. I was like,
if the guards help find missing people, then why didn't Volo just go to them?
you don't see someone for 2 days, you don't go straight to the guards. That's just how it works.
Well, we now have eyewitnesses that they were attacked.
We have a drug addict
Hmm.
witness. Besides that, a favor from someone like Volo, who gets around as much as they do, is worth a lot.
True.
Gentlemen, I think this conversation is probably better suited for a pub or something.
Let's go then.
I am kind of
Could
hungry.
use a drink or some food.
The only thing I'm
Is there like a pub or like someplace around here
we can just go back to the Yawning Portal. That worked for me.
That's a bit far from here. I'd rather not get sidetracked.
That's true.
Is it? I mean,
Uh,
We're at
We're in a
the
different-
dock board. Yeah,
You're
it's
on
like
the
a-
high road.
Why didn't you get food at the
Oh no, you're on the way
tavern
of the dragon.
we were at?
That's right.
Yeah.
It's not that far.
So like, if we just took Toll Creek Alley when we're at Snail Street, like Yawning Portal is probably like a 15-minute walk.
Yeah, I'd say.
We
I'm
have to
fine
go
with whatever.
past our location though.
Or we could just go around Troll Creek Alley and then go into Candle Lane from the back way. I'm sure they don't have that whole section cordoned off.
Maybe worth taking a quick look on the way up.
And it literally would be on the way.
Okay. I will
If we're
concede
going to
that.
the Yawning Portal, that is. I don't know of any other pubs in the area. I don't live here.
We just were at one.
Yeah, but I don't want to eat there. They were spitting everywhere and they smelled bad. Do you want to
Welcome
eat
to the
there?
dock. I've had to eat in places worse.
Yeah, well, I don't have to. I'd rather not. The Yawning Portal at least had some nice people, and they didn't smell that bad.
It had a troll come out of the middle of the tavern.
They smelled like trolls.
To be fair,
I'm just
the
saying.
then completely got his ass whooped by the most badass men I've ever met.
It was enjoyable to watch.
It was pretty cool. Well, perhaps we should take a look at the back way of Candle Lane and then
Yes,
link back up at the portal, decide what to do next.
This bibbity bobbity boop over into Book Street.
Okay.
All right. So you guys kind of make your way around through side alleys and stuff. And as you're walking through, you notice that these buildings in the dock ward are densely packed. I mean, freaking building on top of building on top of building. And all of the street lamps have had their glass smashed out and the candles stolen.
Oh.
Every single street lamp has been vandalized. However, as you make your way towards Candle Street, and you look down it, you can see right as where the two lanes meet of Candle Lane, like where it makes like a right turn. In the middle of the road, there is a taller than usual. Let's see. Let me read the description here. This is a super narrow alley, and actually, the way that the sun is setting, it is completely covered in shadow. It stinks like shit. But there is a lamppost at the end of the lane that has, at the top of it, a floating small flame.
That doesn't look normal.
It's ironic for a place called Candle Lane to be very dark and only have a couple lights.
Welcome to the dock board, my friend. It probably was at one point. It's all been stolen. My guess is that probably some spell kept it up.
Just like Detroit.
This is Detroit. What are you talking about? That's this is the Detroit ward. That's why it's dark.
All right, so if it's dark as hell, I'm just gonna light a torch. Like,
Yeah,
fuck
it's not
it.
super dark. It's daytime, right? It's just
Yeah.
there is shadow throughout this
Yeah.
alleyway. Yeah,
Yeah.
you can still
What are
see.
you talking about? It looks normal to me.
Arun, you were talking about places for an ambush earlier. This might fit the bill.
Well, this is a place you drag someone where you don't want to be found again. Let me tell you.
As you guys
Or you
kind of
engage in.
get a little bit closer, you can see that directly across the street from this still intact flame straight post, there is a warehouse. And it is fenced in around the side of it. And there's a large door and then a smaller door. I think it's like 2 stories tall. And on the large like warehouse door, double door, there is a stenciled painted black snake with black wings coming out of it.
Hmm.
And
How high is the fence?
we'll talk about that next time, because as the camera kind of shows the black serpent symbol through the bars of this metal fence, we turn back to the characters and all of you kind of and we fade to black
Time.
as we will play again next week.
Oh,
Okay. That
damn.
was hella fun.
I've used up 2 pages.
Yeah, I got
I ran
4
out of my
pages
fucking
of notes
page.
got like
here.
I need to get my book back.
I've got 3 moms.
I mentioned more than 3. You gotta step up your game.
Oh jeez.
There were
Okay,
3 distinguishable mothers. These ones
I
had
got-
some trait.
I got
distinct.
spaghetti downstairs, so I'm gonna go. But I'll see you guys later. This was fun.
later.
Deuces.
No problem, guys. I will see you again same time next week.
I got 1 point on the
Seduce follow. All right. Well, have